School Game of the Week on News Talk 101.5.
And as the national anthem wraps up, we welcome you inside the gym at Jackson Christian School for the final game of the regular season as the Eagles take the floor on their home gym and host the Sacred Heart Knights. Hello, everyone. I'm Andrew Chapman. A pleasure to have you with us on this Thursday evening. We thought just about 12 hours ago that we might not have basketball tonight. An ice storm rolling through town, freezing up the streets, canceling school for the day. But fortunately, the weather has held off throughout the afternoon. Sacred Heart able to make the trip to Jackson Christian School, and we are just moments away from tip as the Lady Eagles get ready to take on the Lady Knights. For the Jackson Christian School, they're coming off a massive performance their last time out. On Tuesday at FACS, they put up a season-high 73 points for Brian Freeman's crew. They enter into tonight right at the 500 mark at 12-12, 5-9 in district play, and are trying to come back and avenge a loss last time out against Sacred Heart on January 19th. 54-50, a tightly contested game the last time the Knights and the Eagles faced off. We'll see if Jackson Christian can split the season series with one of their in-town rivals as we wrap the regular season and get ready for regional tournaments this weekend. Let's give you the starting five for the Jackson Christian Eagles, getting announced currently on the floor in front of the hometown crowd. Trinity Brooks, the sophomore, gets the start, along with Erin Baines, the senior. Her younger sister, Taylor Baines, in the starting five. Elena Yarborough and Lily Barnes rounding out the crew for head coach Brian Freeman. Assistant coaches for Jackson Christian, Sarah Campbell and Kim Watson. Both sides in their circles in their respective halves and talking it over one last time before they hit the floor. Let's give you the starting five for Sacred Heart as well as they've taken the court. Emily Gill, number 20, as a part of the group. Number 12, Caitlin Gill. So Emily and Caitlin Gill along with number 14, Brianna Greer. Number 3, Jasmine Blankenship. And one more to get you. And that's going to be number 10, Malia Hughes. So Blankenship, Hughes, Gill, the two Gills, and Greer, the five on the floor. Both sides have met at midcourt. The ball is up, and the tip goes the way of Jackson Christian and Trinity Brooks. Jackson Christian working from left to right across your radio dial. Ava Jones cuts to under the bucket and couldn't get the first shot, gets her rebound, gets rejected on the second try, and it's up with Sacred Heart. Ava Jones actually in the starting lineup, not Lily Barnes, so if you're keeping track at home, swap out Lily Barnes and for the senior Ava Jones. Of course, this senior day, so the upperclassmen getting the start for the Jackson Christian Eagles. Ava Jones, one of the original starters to begin the season, but then had that leg injury and since has been coming off the bench. Kind of that sixth person off the bench. Sacred Heart comes up empty on their opening possession. Jackson Christian in their home white uniforms, moving from left to right across your dial. They have the white tops with Jackson Christian printed in the front of the unis. Blue numbers outlined in yellow, blue and yellow details going down the sides of the shorts. As for Sacred Heart, they're in their road off-green uniforms. A lead pass takes Yarborough to the hoop, and she lays it off the glass for the opening bucket tonight. Elena Yarborough, the freshman, opens the scoring. But I guess you could call it an off-green. I might have to get a little closer to really look. Kind of a grayish-green road uniform for Sacred Heart as they get a bucket. Malia Hughes with an easy, uncontested layup. A crimson-red stripe going down the side of the uniform and the shorts. crimson numbers on the front and the backs of the jerseys. From the corner, Erin Baines hits a three-pointer. She had 4 of them on Tuesday at FACS, and here she is again early tonight, burying one. Trinity Brooks stole away, and Aaron passed it midcourt and gets it up to Taylor Baines. Brooks driving from the right side of the lane, traveled. Started her drive on the right wing and took too many steps. Got a little urgent moving to the bucket. So 6:07 to play in the opening quarter. 5-2 the lead for Jackson Christian behind a bucket from Erin Baines and Elena Yarborough. And stolen in the Sacred Heart front court by Yarborough. Pushing it forward. And it's out of bounds. Far sideline, Trinity Brooks going to inbound, and she thought about giving to Taylor Baines. Baines changes direction, gets pinned on the sideline, dribbles in between the circles, and is dispossessed. It's stolen away by Emily Gill, who will hold up, wait for her offense to transition. A skip pass into the lane goes to Caitlin Gill. Rebound miss, but a putback shot is good. That was Caitlin Gill who scored the bucket, her first tonight. And with 5:30 to play in the first quarter, Ava Jones with it on the wing. Steps inside the lane, feeds Baines on the left side block, spins into the painted area, kicks out to the left wing, and Taylor Baines misses a 3. Yarborough the cleanup, the putback no, and hit out of bounds, last touched by Sacred Heart. Elena Yarborough was running into the backcourt. She thought it was Sacred Heart ball. Instead, Trinity Brooks will inbound, goes right to Yarborough. Yarborough gets fouled and scores. Under the hoop, Elena Yarborough was slapped on the arm by Emily Gill. And 2 early buckets for Elena. With 5:17 to play, she misses the shot. Can't convert the three-point play. 7-4, Jackson Christian on top early. And as Sacred Heart brought the ball up towards the top of the key, there was a reach-in foul. Erin Baines gets hit with the reach. Her first personal. Jasmine Blankenship gets tied up with it at the top of the perimeter on the floor with Erin Baines. And it's a jump ball. Sacred Heart will retain on the alternating possession with 5:04 to play. A 7-4 lead for Jackson Christian early. Erin Baines with a three-pointer for the Eagles so far tonight. Elena Yarborough rounding out the scoring with 4 points of her own. Bounce pass from the sideline goes to Emily Gill. Works around the top of the key. Gives to Caitlin Gill. Drives to the hoop. Floats it up with the right hand. And gets it to fall off the back iron. Bucket good for Gill. Caitlin second and leads the way in scoring for Sacred Heart with 4 early points. 7-6 lead Jackson Christian with 4:35 to play in the first quarter. Left side of the lane, Brooks draws the double team, kicks out to Erin Baines, saves it from going out of bounds, gives back up to the midcourt logo with Taylor Baines. Driving with the left hand, floating it up, contested, no. And Jasmine Blankenship transitions into the front court. Gill goes to the free throw line, stuttered her feet and traveled. Tried to come to a stop, didn't jump stop though, shuffled the feet. Substitutes coming on for the Eagles as well. Riley Bradford onto the floor, and Lily Barnes also checks in. Top of the key, Erin Baines drives to the baseline, shadowed closely by Brianna Greer, works over to the free throw line, kicks to Lily Barnes. Barnes beats a defender, floats one up uncontested. No, it was a little too strong. I think Barnes was surprised that she had a wide open look at the hoop. And it's back with Sacred Heart, 7-6 lead for the Eagles with 3:52 to play in the quarter. And some backcourt pressure applied by Jackson Christian, a double team against Jasmine Blankenship. Knight's able to get it across midcourt, driving to the baseline, kicking out to the corner. It's with Emily Gill. Gill kicks out to the left side wing, and a three-pointer is knocked down by Brianna Greer. A high arcer placed perfectly to give Sacred Heart a 9-7 lead. 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll take a 30-second pause of our own on News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
When it's time to choose a body shop, choose Mitchell's Body Shop. Mitchell's has a lifetime warranty on all repairs and has rental cars on site for your convenience. Free estimates and free local pickup and delivery. If other drivers were off sides and your car suffered a little unnecessary roughness, remember it's a win every time at Mitchell's for a safe and economical repair, getting you and your car back in the game. Like Mitchell's Body Shop on Facebook. They're giving away tickets to some of your favorite games. Mitchell's Body Shop, 96 Riverport Drive in Jackson.
Welcome back inside the gym at Jackson Christian School. Glad to have you with us on a Thursday afternoon. Action pushed up a couple of hours due to some of the cancellations today around school and some of the weather. But here we are up and rolling. And a foul on the floor on the Jackson Christian possession. Carly Holt got tripped up, hit the floor. And the foul will go against Malia Hughes. Her first personal. Back with Jackson Christian. Inbound goes to Carly Holt. She quickly throws it up with the left hand and scores. First bucket for Carly Holt tonight. Jasmine Blankenship gives to the corner. Back up high in between the circles. Crossover dribble stolen away by Erin Bain. She picked the pocket of Malia Hughes. And the offense transitions. And near the top of the key, a collision. Baines and Emily Gill come together, and Gill hit with a foul, her second personal. And that'll be the fourth team foul, or rather make it the third team foul of the half. Trinity Brooks inbounds in front of the Sacred Heart bench. Receives a pass in the painted area, turns around, faces a double team, and got fouled. So Brooks got fouled, and will head to the line for the first time tonight. 9-9 tied game with 2:43 to play in the opening quarter. And the first shot for Brooks is up, and it is true. First points tonight for Trinity Brooks. Erin Baines with 3. Elena Yarborough still the leading scorer with 4. Second one up for Trinity. A little too strong off the back iron. No good, and the rebound pulled down by Caitlin Gill. Long pass goes to Emily Gill on the left wing. She misses a three-pointer. The rebound's grabbed by Jasmine Blankenship, and Sacred Heart will get a fresh possession. Spinning along the baseline. Hughes kicks out to the right side wing. Blankenship tied up with Lily Barnes. She dribbles all the way to midcourt, swings around to the left side wing, hands off to Caitlin Gill. Gill sweeping into the painted area. Skip pass to the short corner, and the shot is missed by Brianna Greer. Riley Bradford underneath the cup, pulls in the rebound, leads Taylor Baines. Cross-court pass goes to Brooks. Now top of the key, Bradford. Back to Brooks in the far side corner. And Bradford with it in between the circles. High defense and pressure being applied by Emily Gill with Brooks. She works her way from the wing to the free throw line, gives to Taylor Baines, steps inside the arc, and from straight away she hits a 20-foot two-pointer. First bucket for Taylor Baines. And they steal it away. Baines saved the ball from going out of bounds, fed Brooks sweeping through the key, and Brooks goes right to the hoop for an uncontested layup. First field goal tonight for Trinity Brooks. She has 3. And just like that, out of the timeout, it's a 5-0 Jackson Christian run. They've upped the score to 14-9 Eagles. And underneath the hoop, Carly Holt comes flying in and rejects Hughes. 1:10 to play in the quarter. And Bradford gives to Taylor Baines. Baines threw it out of bounds, was looking for Bradford on the right wing. The pass was off the mark. Tess Little subbing on. She gets her first bit of action tonight. And Caitlin Gill brings it across midcourt. Kicks out from the right side of the lane. Here comes a jumper. It's airballed. Veda Johnson recently subbed in, missed that shot. Her first from the field, and it was out of bounds. This will stay with Sacred Heart. Carly Holt was trying to rebound it, and I think she had her toe on the line. So with 49.7 to play in the first quarter, back with Sacred Heart, a baseline inbound. And it goes to the left side block with Johnson. She spins around, hooks one with the right hand, and it's no good. Fell off the front of the rim. So Johnson 0 for 2 from the floor in that trip. And now it's with Tess Little, top of the key. 3 8th graders and a couple of freshmen out there for Jackson Christian. Lily Barnes sweeping through the key, got tripped up. Might have collided. Caitlin Gill had her shin collide with Lily Barnes and sent Barnes tumbling to the floor, shaken up for a bit. She's able to get back on her feet. And Taylor Baines off the inbound pass hits a straightaway three-pointer. Baines with 5, now the team leader. Under 20 seconds to go, and it's an 8-0 run for Jackson Christian. That will come to an end right in front of the cup. Malia Hughes floats one in. Under 10 seconds to play, 17-11. Jackson Christian will opt for the final shot. 3 to shoot. Three-pointer, right side wing, and Lily Barnes got fouled, taking a 3. Caitlin Gill commits the foul. Her second. And still 1.3 seconds on the clock. Lily Barnes will head to the line and shoot 3 shots. That's also the 6th team foul in the quarter for Sacred Heart. And Lily misses her first. Second shot good for Lily Barnes. She's 1 for 2 from the line. That's her first points tonight. Erin Baines with 3, Trinity Brooks with 3, Baines 5, Yarborough 4. Well-distributed scoring all across the board, making up the 18 points for Jackson Christian. The third free throw is missed. Lily Barnes goes 1 for 3 from the line, and time expires in the first quarter. Jackson Christian goes on what was a 9-0 run and ups themselves to a 7-point lead, 18-11 after 8 minutes. Back in 1 minute for the second quarter of action from Jackson Christian on WNWS.com and News Talk 101.5 FM.
Has this pandemic got you upside down financially? Hey, we've been there, and we're here to help at Clanster Pawn and Jewelry. We buy, sell, and trade firearms. Clanster Pawn and Jewelry also buys and sells Rolex watches and diamonds. We loan money, and Clanster Pawn and Jewelry buys, sells, and trades gold. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays 9 to 5. ClansterPawn.com, and take a look at our items on Facebook at Clanster Pawn and Jewelry, 2156 North Highland Avenue. People are talking about Kimberly Evans.
Kimberly's super fun. Right away, she felt like a friend, not a business associate.
Kimberly's very friendly, very honest, very open. We felt like anytime we had a question about anything, we could go to her and she would give us a straight-up opinion.
Don't hesitate to call Kimberly. You'll gain a great realtor and a fantastic friend.
Call Kimberly Evans today at 731-668-1777 or Kimberly's cell phone 731-697-8558. Kimberly Evans, Coldwell Banker Barnes, and KimberlyEvans.com.
Second quarter underway from the gym at Jackson Christian. Andrew Chapman welcoming you back inside on a Thursday night. On the first possession for Jackson Christian, Erin Baines misses a three-pointer from the right wing, and it's down with Sacred Heart. 18-11, Jackson Christian going on a late 9-0 run in the first quarter to up themselves to a 7-point lead. And a whistle on the floor will stop the offense for Sacred Heart. And a blocking foul is whistled against Trinity Brooks. For the sophomore Brooks, her first personal. 7:35 to play. Inbound pass goes into the backcourt. And Jasmine Blankenship brings it across the timeline. Tight pressure applied by Erin Baines. She swatted it away. And last touch by the Eagles. Sacred Heart will inbound in front of the Jackson Christian crowd. Inbound pass goes towards midcourt with Emily Gill. Swings around to the left side wing and hands off to Malia Hughes. Hughes, the give to Blankenship. From the left elbow. Some handing off, triangular passing on top of the perimeter, and there is a travel. Hughes tried to bounce past Aveda Johnson inside the painted area and took an extra step. So off the violation, back with Jackson Christian. In that opening quarter, counted up 6 total Lady Eagles were able to record at least a point. Barnes, the 2 Baines sisters, Trinity Brooks, Yarborough, and Carly Holt. So some well-distributed scoring to the delight of Brian Freeman. Yarborough kicks to Baines in the far side corner. And there's a double dribble. Aaron Baines lost it momentarily, tried to regather, hit with a violation of her own. So back-to-back turnovers for the Eagles and the Knights to begin the second quarter. 6:55 to play in the half. And an 18-11 lead for Jackson Christian. Sacred Heart moving from right to left across your radio dial. And here's Johnson, tied up on the block. Tries to work past Yarborough, ducks under an arm, throws one up, and it swirls out. Tried to bank it in, and it was halfway down, but came on out. And here's Baines dishing to Yarborough. Loose ball picked up by the Knights. And Malia Hughes rushes it into the front court, drives all the way to the baseline, and fires it off the bottom of the backboard. That was some aggressive play by Hughes, just couldn't convert. And on the other end, Aaron Baines hits her second three-pointer of the night. They found her in the far side corner, the same spot she hit one from in the first. And now she's the leading scorer with 6 Eagles points. Taylor Baines drew contact off the turnover, went to the hoop, did not get fouled, no whistle. And Sacred Heart pushing it up the floor. They now trail the Eagles by 10. Yarborough steals away a pass, hits the floor, gets tied up with Veda Johnson, and no foul. Instead, no jump ball, I should say. There is a foul. Veda Johnson gets hit with her first. And that's the 7th team foul. After 6 team fouls in the first quarter, this will send Elena Yarborough to the line for a 1-and-1. Shot for Yarborough is up, and down it goes. So the first for Yarborough is good. Elena now 2 for 2, or rather make it perfect 1 for 1 from the line. 2 for 2 from the field, I should say. And the second one up for Yarborough. That one's good. So a solid night so far shooting for Elena Yarborough. She's perfect from the line, perfect from the floor. And is tied for the team lead with 6 along with Aaron Baines. Lead pass gets away from Emily Gill, able to gather in the corner. And from there she gets the defender swarming her. Passes over to Jasmine Blankenship. Right side elbow, bounce pass to the baseline. Aaron Baines got hit in the mouth. Shot was missed by Brianna Greer. And in transition, Jackson Christian tries to feed Trinity Brooks towards the baseline. And it's out of bounds. A timeout on the floor. Aaron Baines has pulled the collar of the jersey up over her mouth right now. And I think she got, thought she got hit in the face. Now she's kind of grabbing her neck area like she might have been hit in the throat or something. She'll sub off the injury timeout, and Riley Bradford will check back into this game for Brian Freeman. Brianna Greer passes across midcourt, finds Malia Hughes. Hughes goes to the bucket, a foul on the floor. She made the layup, but they'll say that was a non-shooting foul, whistle before the shot, and instead that's a foul going against the Eagles. Elena Yarborough just got hit with the foul. And the bucket good by Sacred Heart. Cut it back to a 10-point game. 23-13. Jackson Christian on top with an even 5 minutes to play in the opening half. Final game of the regular season for the ladies and the boys. Bradford from the far corner puts it up and can't connect from 3. And an errant pass in the backcourt goes to the center court logo, and it's stolen by Yarborough. So right back with Jackson Christian, a miscommunication by Sacred Heart. And they were unable to secure the basketball. So now Taylor Baines, with 4:33 on the clock, is going to hold at midcourt, give to Riley Bradford. And this is a strategy that the Eagles tried to execute last time out at Sacred Heart, if you remember, just holding the ball at midcourt and allowing time to tick down. This time around, though, Sacred Heart going to force the pressure and force the Eagles to pass the ball around. Trinity Brooks in the painted area leads Yarborough, and she is untouched going to the hoop. Nice looking offense for Jackson Christian after Sacred Heart opted to pressure in the key. They throw it up, contested shot, couple of bodies hitting the floor trying to rebound, and it was last touched by Elena Yarborough. She and Veda Johnson crashed hard down to the floor. And it's a 12-point lead for Jackson Christian. 3:52 to play. Sacred Heart basketball. Here's a high floating pass off the inbound, and it got deflected by Yarborough. Taylor Baines comes up with it, and she pushes the floor. Finds Bradford wide open on the wing, and a three-pointer is off target. And there's a foul underneath. Brianna Greer got hit on the arm. They're going to hit Riley Bradford with her first personal. Lead pass goes across court. They find Malia Hughes. Hughes blocked underneath the hoop. Carly Holt swatted it away. Great defense by Holt, her second block tonight. And Taylor Baines running the point. Hangs out near midcourt, waits for the pressure. It comes in the form of Jasmine Blankenship. Trying to dribble past Blankenship and got it stolen away. Solid defense by Blankenship to get a hand on that one and create the turnover. 3:05 to go in the first half, and it's 25-13, 12-point lead for Jackson Christian, and Sacred Heart unable to connect from three. Malia Hughes threw one up from the right wing, and the rebound grabbed by Ava Jones. Taylor Baines works across midcourt, gives to Carly Holt on the right side wing, dribbling near the top of the key towards the far sideline, lost the dribble. There was Jasmine Blankenship playing more defense up high, and she's done a good job in the last couple of possessions to disrupt some of the Jackson Christian guards. And the inbound pass was stolen by Hughes. She was falling out of bounds, threw it back to midcourt, and it's picked up by Blankenship, who gets fouled and scores. Oh, what a minute and a half for Jasmine Blankenship on the defensive end, and now she's scoring as well and has a chance at a three-point play. There was a loose ball at midcourt. Blankenship had some good court awareness to hustle, pick it up, go all the way to the hoop. She misses the extra free throw, so can't convert the three-point play, but puts Sacred Heart back within 10. Blakely Melton, by the way, on the floor now for the Eagles. Jasmine Blankenship picks her pocket and goes coast to coast and scores with Lily Barnes trailing behind her. That's 3 steals and 4 points for Jasmine Blankenship over the last 2 minutes. And Brian Freeman not happy with what he's seeing on the floor. He takes a timeout, and they will talk it over. Full timeout on the floor. We'll take a minute pause of our own. You're listening and watching to Jackson Christian Eagles basketball at News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
If you're ever involved in an automobile accident, the last thing you need to worry about is what to do next. It's simple. On site. They can have you back on the road with no delay. They repair all makes and models, both foreign and domestic. No need for you to run to a franchise or dealer where you're just another. For 20 years, with adding a second high-quality location in Dyersburg in 2014. They have all certified technicians and continuous education, so they can repair your vehicle to factory conditions. Remember, you own your vehicle. You own your insurance. You own the right to tell your insurance company that you want Precision Auto Body to repair your vehicle. So don't be just another number, and don't be steered in the wrong direction. Call Precision Auto Body, 783-0075.
Back with you from Jackson Christian School. Jackson Christian basketball out of the timeout. They lead 25-17. And find Lily Barnes in the corner. She dribbles to the block. Hands to Brooks. Brooks goes to the cup. No. And the rebound grabbed by Malia Hughes. So Sacred Heart now a chance to cut it within 5. They've been on a little bit of a run. Here's Blankenship. Tries a 3. It's off the back of the iron. Loose ball, and last touched by Aaron Baines, who hit the floor diving for the rebound. And with 1:43 to play, Sacred Heart will inbound near sideline in front of the Jackson Christian bench. Back to an 8-point game. Jasmine Blankenship with 3 steals and 4 points over the last 2 minutes of action. They try a 3, no. Rebound grabbed by Sacred Heart, and a lead pass goes to Veda Johnson under the hoop, and she scores. Brian Freeman is irate down there on the floor right now, as Jackson Christian has allowed Sacred Heart to go on a 6-0 run. Erin Baines gets fouled, and she finger rolls a layup in, and will go to the line for the chance at a three-point play. So Baines unable to make the three-point play. She shorts the free throw. And with 1:15 to go in the second quarter, it's a 27-19 lead for Jackson Christian. They put an end to the run for Sacred Heart. Veda Johnson, skyhook shot off the side of the backboard. Tried to elevate over top of Carly Holtz. Rebound grabbed by the Eagles, and Taylor Baines pushing forward. Throws it off the glass, no. And Veda Johnson comes up with a rebound. On the left side wing, Emily Gill tied up with Erin Baines. No whistle. Kick to the right side wing. Blankenship throws it up, too strong. And the rebound is on the floor. Blankenship and Carly Holt get tied up with 42 seconds to play, and there's a jump ball. Boy, Jasmine Blankenship followed up the shot. And just when you thought Elena Yarborough was going to have a clean look at the rebound, Blankenship came flying in and blew up the play. She has been hustling in the last few minutes of this quarter. And the inbound goes to Blankenship on the left side wing. Back up high in between the circles with Emily Gill. Gill to Hughes on the wing. Drives into the key. Floats it up. Splits a couple of defenders. It's too strong. And Carly Holt rips it away, but a jump ball and a tie-up. Carly Holt frustrated by some of the physicality down low over the last few minutes. 30.4 on the clock before halftime. And the inbound pass is stolen. They give to Hughes. Hughes got slapped on the arm as she tried to go to the bucket, and this will go against Trinity Brooks. A shooting foul that'll give Hughes 2 shots at the line. .6 to play. Hughes with 4 points, make it 5. Her first free throw is perfect. And it's back to a 7-point game. Jackson Christian is led by as many as 12 points here in the quarter. But Sacred Heart's been chipping away at the deficit, and Hughes swirls in her second, a perfect trip to the line, 2 for 2. Quickly in transition, Erin Baines tries a three, doesn't fall off the front of the rim, gets her own rebound, tied up at the top of the key with 15 seconds on the clock. Taylor Baines collides with Hughes, top of the perimeter, and Hughes is hit with a foul. This will be the 9th team foul of the quarter, rather of the half. And Jackson Christian will get a 1-and-1. Taylor Baines will shoot free throws. .9 on the clock. 4 Sacred Heart players on the lane, just 2 for Jackson Christian. So they have the advantage, and the free throw is no good, but Yarborough pulls down the rebound, and she scores. Underneath the hoop, Yarborough split through the double team. It was a 4-on-2 down low, and Yarborough was able to tough it out and score. And she blocks a shot on the other end as time expires. And that's a nice momentum swing for Jackson Christian as they up it to an 8-point lead at the half. And Yarborough finishes the first half with 10 to lead all scorers tonight. The freshman Elena Yarborough going to work on the boards and turning around the half for Brian Freeman. He'll like to see the end of that half after Jackson Christian nearly let the big 12-point lead slip. We'll step aside for 3 minutes and then come back here at the gym and give you the Eagles halftime report, bring you some of the first half numbers, and get you set for the boys action later tonight. You're listening and watching to Jackson Christian Eagles basketball on News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
Have you been looking over and over online in search of that perfect engagement ring or that special piece of jewelry that you can envision in your head but just can't seem to find? Well, come let RJ Case Custom Design Studio, located inside Roberts Jewelers, bring your very own design to life. Come book your one-of-a-kind jewelry creation experience with RJ Case's head designer, Chris, by visiting Roberts Jewelers right away. If you can dream it, RJ Case can design it. RJ Case, located inside Roberts Jewelers, Van Drive, Jackson.
The temperature may be dropping, but things are heating up at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations with the delicious new Queso Burger. Just imagine that toasty Sonic burger bun with a sizzling burger patty topped with shredded cheddar cheese, grilled onions, hatch green chilies with a zesty cheese sauce and mayo. Guaranteed to warm you up on these cool nights. The delicious Queso Burger waiting on you now at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations. Sonic truly is America's drive-in.
Not much has changed at Old Country Auto since Lonnie Cobb took over. Nope, looks like they've got a larger selection now. Yep, they still have friendly folks to help you. Yep, it's the same laid-back atmosphere people expect from Old Country Auto. Yep, check out that family looking at that SUV. Yep, think they can buy? Nope. Well, they did and got a great deal, too. Yep. Lonnie Cobb's Old Country Auto sells Airways and 45 Bypass in Jackson or online at oldcountryauto.com.
With 17 years experience, Tim Armstrong and his team at Reliable Lawn Care and Landscape are just what you need for weed control and fertilization for turf and landscape beds, as well as pest control and fungus on trees and shrubs. Let them design the perfect landscape for you, as well as irrigation work, hardscape installation, and low-voltage landscape lighting installation. They do it all at Reliable Lawn Care and Landscape, 234-0823, Tennessee Charter number 5398.
If your insurance policy is coming up for renewal, don't just send in a check. Do yourself a favor and contact Shanna Tabor at Farmers Insurance. Shanna helps customers like you identify the coverage that best fits your needs. This process is straightforward and personalized to help make you smarter about your insurance. Shanna has the tools and knowledge to help you better understand your coverage option, whether that's auto, home, life, or business insurance.
And I may save you hundreds of dollars. Hello, this is Shanna Tabor, your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by my office on University Parkway next to the post office for a free quote or find me at stabor@farmersagent.com.
Leave the termites dead. Make sure the ants won't spread. Have no fear, we got your pack.
You're the best, Mac.
Mac, the bug stops here.
Whether it be bugs, termites, or moisture issues, Mac Pest Control has you covered.
Russ McKelvey with Mac Pest Control, servicing Jackson, Memphis, and Greater West Tennessee. Have you been experiencing issues with mold, fungus, or moisture in your crawl space? Give us a shout at MacPestControl.com and we'll line you up for a free inspection.
First in news, sports, and weather. Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM.
Welcome back inside the gym at Jackson Christian School. Andrew Chapman, delighted to have you with us on a Thursday night. Action pushed up a couple of hours tonight due to the cancellations around town due to some of the severe ice storm weather that we experienced over the evening hour, the early morning hours. Fortunately, though, things have held off in the afternoon, and we're off and rolling. Thursday night basketball from Jackson Christian School, and at the half, it's a 29-21 lead for the Jackson Christian Lady Eagles. 10 of their points tonight coming from Elena Yarborough. The freshman been working hard down low on the boards, was able to get a rebound and a bucket as time pretty much expired in the second quarter, and leads the way amongst all scorers tonight with 10. Erin Baines, she's been hitting from three-point land the last couple of nights. She had 4 3-pointers on Tuesday at FACS. Tonight she had 2 in the first half and has 8 points altogether on the game. Trinity Brooks with 3 of her own. Taylor Baines has cashed in 5. Riley Bradford scoreless with a foul, and Carly Holt with 2 points of her own. Lily Barnes, all told, 1 for 2 from the line this evening. On the other side of things for Sacred Heart, Jasmine Blankenship, she was high motor, to say the least, in the second quarter. She came up with 3 steals, 4 points, all over a short 3-minute stretch, and helped spark what at one point was a 6-0 lead for Sacred Heart. They were trailing by 12. Thanks to the help of Jasmine Blankenship, she was able to get the Lady Knights back within 6. Jackson Christian, though, scoring a couple down the stretch of the second quarter to jump the lead to where it sits right now at 8. Malia Hughes She has 6 for Sacred Heart, is the leading scorer for the Lady Knights. Caitlin Gill with 4, and Brianna Gill with 3 of her own. Veda Johnson with a bucket as well. We'll see if Sacred Heart wants to stay aggressive in the second half. They committed 6 team fouls in the opening quarter, finished with 9 team fouls altogether in the first half. Jackson Christian did not find themselves in the penalty, and they've been able to distribute the scoring well. For the Lady Eagles, they're trying to end the season with a win, improve to 13-12 to end the regular year, and win back-to-back against FACS and Sacred Heart in the final week of the regular season. This is a team that the Lady Eagles lost to last time out. 54-50 was the final, trying to split the season series this year with the Knights. Should be a fun final 16 minutes from Jackson Christian School. That'll do it for the Eagles halftime report. We are back in 3 minutes. We'll get you the starters for the second half action and take you down the stretch. 29-21, Eagles on top at home on a Thursday night. The final game of the regular season. You're listening and watching to Eagles basketball on News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
Congratulations, sold your house. Now it's time to move. Go! Leave the heavy lifting to us. A Affordable Moving and Storage. We specialize in local and long distance moving. A Affordable Moving and Storage comes complete with packing services. Any size move, big or small. A Affordable Moving and Storage. For free estimates, call 731-664-5777. Call 731-664-5777. A Affordable Moving and Storage. 731-664-5777. A Affordable Moving and Storage. Trusted movers since 1996.
The University School of Jackson provides students with a place to learn and grow from infancy to graduation day. Educational opportunities begin in the classroom but continue on the stage, athletic fields, and across the community. For the past 50 years, USJ has developed athletes, scholars, and artists. USJ is committed to preparing tomorrow's torchbearers for college and life beyond it. We'd like to invite you to take a closer look at our school and see if your future can start here. Call us to set up your private behind-the-scenes tour.
Contractors in the Jackson area have long recognized Thompson & Smith professional risk management team on Carriage House Drive as Jackson's best source for insurance and bonds. As the insurance marketplace for the construction industry continues to evolve, you need experienced bond and insurance agents on your side to advise you and to solve problems. For bonds, general liability, auto, workers' compensation, builder's risk, call 664-4750. Thompson & Smith, your source for insurance and bonds.
If you're ever involved in an automobile accident, the last thing you need to worry about is what to do next. It's simple. Call Precision Auto Body at 783-0075, and they can handle the rest for you. With rental cars on site, they can have you back on the road with no delay. They repair all makes and models, both foreign and domestic. No need for you to run to a franchise or dealer where you're just another number. At Precision Auto Body, you're known by your name and your concerns about your vehicle. They've been in the same location between Milan and Medina for 20 years, with adding a second high-quality location in Dyersburg in 2014. They have all certified technicians and continuous education, so they can repair your vehicle to factory conditions. Remember, you own your vehicle. You own your insurance. You own the right to tell your insurance company that you want Precision Auto Body to repair your vehicle. So don't be just another number, and don't be steered in the wrong direction. Call Precision Auto Body, 783-0075.
Sakura set the standard in West Tennessee for Japanese sushi rolls and hibachi grill dishes. By popular demand, Sakura added a Chinese menu. For starters, egg drop and hot and sour soup. Entrees include chicken broccoli, sweet and sour chicken, Mongolian beef, and lo mein with your choice of meat. Our Chinese lunch menu starts at just $7.95. Sakura also delivers to your home or business, or you can call ahead for pickup at 664-2878. Sakura's dining area now open and serving at 50% capacity. Sakura on Carriage House Drive.
Keeping you informed, alerted, and entertained. We're Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 FM.
Well, time has expired in the halftime break, and it's time for the third quarter of action from Jackson Christian School. Andrew Chapman welcoming you back inside the gym on a Thursday night. Chilly outside, but warm enough in the gym for some high school hoops. 29-21 the score. Jackson Christian on top. The Lady Eagles getting a late bucket from Elena Yarborough to take some momentum into the halftime break. We'll see if they can continue it here in the 8-minute stretch of the third quarter. It is Sacred Heart basketball to open the half. They move from left to right across your radio dial. Trinity Brooks going up against Hughes on the right side wing. Slapped away a pass. It's picked up by Blankenship, though. And Sacred Heart will hold on to it in between the circles. High pressure D applied by Aaron Baines. Works Blankenship along the timeline. And here just 20 seconds in, with the pressure being applied by the Eagles, Sacred Heart opts to call a timeout. So they burn one early. Sacred Heart leading scorer tonight, Malia Hughes with 6. Caitlin Gill 4. Jasmine Blankenship 4 of her own as well. On the Jackson Christian side, it was well distributed in the opening half. Aaron Baines with 8. Yarbrough the leading scorer with 10. Baines had 5. Brooks had 3. Carly Holt with a bucket as well. Looking over the Division II Class A standings in District 5, Jackson Christian coming into tonight as the 5 seed and trying to keep ahead of Sacred Heart. Both these clubs at 5 and 9 in district play, and Jackson Christian, in order to hold on to that 5 seed, needs to beat Sacred Heart tonight by 5 points. That is the magic number. Talking to Brian Freeman pre-game on Tuesday out at FACS, he said with the tiebreaker, since they beat us once by 4 points, we got to beat them by 5 this time around, and we'll hold off Sacred Heart in the seeding. That would make Sacred Heart the 6th seed, advancing to the regional tournament. Jackson Christian able to create a turnover, and here's a wide open three-pointer hit by Baines. Taylor Baines with her 2nd of the game. She now has 8, ties her older sister Erin in the point column. 32-21, Jackson Christian back up by double digits. Largest lead tonight, 12 for the Eagles, up by 11. And a baseline inbound coming, an errant pass, but it goes perfectly to Jasmine Blankenship up the far sideline. Leads her into the front court. Pass stolen away by Brooks. Here's a 2-on-1 in transition and knocked away by Emily Gill. Good defense on her heels. Able to dispossess Brooks. Gill the last to touch it, and the Eagles will hold on to it on their baseline and inbound with 6:47 to play in the third. High pass goes top key straight away. Aaron Baines shorted a three-pointer. Brooks saves it, bats it to Yarbrough, and Elena scores. 12 points for Elena Yarbrough to lead the team. And it's out of bounds along the far sideline, and here is a timeout on the floor again. Sacred Heart going to call a full timeout. We'll step aside for 1 minute ourselves. 34-21, Jackson Christian on WNWS.com and News Talk 101.5 FM.
If you're ever involved in an automobile accident, the last thing you need to worry about is what to do next. It's simple. Call Precision Auto Body at 783-0075, and they can handle the rest for you. With rental cars on site, they can have you back on the road with no delay. They repair all makes and models, both foreign and domestic. No need for you to run to a franchise or dealer where you're just another number. At Precision Auto Body, you're known by your name and your concerns about your vehicle. They've been in the same location between Milan and Medina for 20 years, with adding a second high-quality location in Dyersburg in 2014. They have all certified technicians and continuous education, so they can repair your vehicle to factory conditions. Remember, you own your vehicle. You own your insurance. You own the right to tell your insurance company that you want Precision Auto Body to repair your vehicle. So don't be just another number, and don't be steered in the wrong direction. Call Precision Auto Body, 783-0075.
Out of the timeout, Trinity Brooks attacked the hoop, got fouled and scored. She's at the line for a chance at a three-point play to make it a 16-point lead. She misses the free throw. But a loose ball and touched out of bounds last by the Knights. So Jackson Christian will get another possession underneath the hoop. Riley Bradford inbounds to Brooks, kick to the wing and back up high, top of the key with Baines. And a pass into the near side corner, swatted away by Gill, out of bounds. Eagles basketball. Jackson Christian out of the halftime break, leading by 8, has held Sacred Heart scoreless so far and gone on a 7-0 run to make it a 15-point lead, their largest of the evening. Running scoop layup was off the side of the backboard by Baines and rebounded by Sacred Heart. So back the Knights go to try and put an end to the 7-0 run. Gill Hands to Emily Gill. Kick to the corner. Blankenship commits a double dribble violation. And a substitute coming on. Here is Lily Barnes checking in for the first time in the half. Ava Jones, the senior, will sub off. Jasmine Blankenship also going to step aside, take a breather for Sacred Heart, and Veda Johnson subs in. 5:50 to play in the third. And a 36-21 lead for Jackson Christian. Right side lane, here's a floater by Baines. Hung on the rim for a moment, it falls, and Emily Gill grabs the rebound. Caitlin Gill at the right elbow, kicks out to the corner. Right side wing, Gill thought about it, creates some space. Top of the key, her three-pointer got blocked by Taylor Baines, and was last touched by Veda Johnson. Trying to corral the ball on the baseline, she hit it out of bounds. 36-21 lead for Jackson Christian with 5:20 to play in the third quarter. And Taylor Baines will slowly walk it into the front court. Baines on the right wing. Give to the left wing with Lily Barnes. Taylor Baines swings around and starting from the corner, tried to break towards the lane, and she traveled. So Taylor Baines turns it over with 5:03 to play. And in comes Carly Holt. Sacred Heart with it into their front court. Feed to the baseline. Veda Johnson shorts a layup. And it's pulled in by Jackson Christian. Here's a high arcing pass. Leads Trinity Brooks to the hoop. She gets shoved by Gill and scores. Got tangled up with Gill underneath the bucket and was able to convert the shot. So that's the second time that Trinity Brooks has been fouled and has scored. Last time she was unable to hit the extra free throw. Let's see if she can get the three-point play this time around. Shot is up, shot is good. Off the front of the rim, touched off the glass and went in. So Sacred Heart back with it. They heave a pass into the front court with Veda Johnson, now on the wing with Emily Gill. Here's Malia Hughes, and a blocking foul right at the free throw line. Trinity Brooks got into the dribbling path of Hughes and picks up her second personal foul with 4:33 to play in the third quarter. Far sideline inbound goes to Hughes. Here's a high screen set, and a triple team swarms Hughes at the left elbow, and another blocking foul upcoming against the Eagles. This time they'll get Erin Baines, her second. So 4:26 on the clock. A game-high 18-point lead for the Eagles. Bounce pass goes to Emily Gill. Underneath the cup, she changes hands, throws it up with the left, and banks it off the glass for the bucket. Emily Gill's first bucket tonight. Erin Baines passes to Carly Holt inside the key, and trying to find Riley Bradford outside on the right wing. She threw it past her and into the seats. So there's a Jackson Christian turnover with 4:08 to play in the third quarter. Still leading comfortably by 16, 39-23. 2 team fouls per side here in the quarter. It's been less physical compared to what we saw right out of the gate tonight. Sacred Heart committed 6 team fouls in the opening quarter. Veda Johnson puts up a long two-pointer from the right side of the wing. And Tess Little came down with the rebound. Carly Holt, Erin Baines, Bradford, and Barnes, the 5 on the floor. Erin Baines gets the pass ripped away by Caitlin Gill, trying to go coast to coast. Last second dish goes to Brianna Greer, and she misses the layup. So Sacred Heart can't convert off of the turnover. And it's up high with Lily Barnes. Give to Riley Bradford. Steps inside the arc. Misses a jump shot. And Emily Gill comes down to the rebound. Greer on the wing. Gives to Gill. Shouldering against Baines. Top of the key. And now a dish back to the midcourt logo. A handoff to Hughes. Now to Greer. Here comes a long three-pointer from 30 feet. It hits off front iron, and Carly Holt scrambles for the rebound. 2:43 to play, and a foul. Hard collision. Aaron Baines had her hip collide with Veda Johnson. That's who was down there. Got hit with the personal foul, her second. That's a shooting foul, and Aaron Baines will go to the line for 2 shots. Baines with 8 points. Eyes down the bucket, dribbles 3 times, throws it up, and gets it. Elena Yarborough subs in for Carly Holt. Lily Barnes checks off. And Elena Yarborough back out there for the Eagles. Aaron Baines trying to go 2 for 2, throws it up, and it is perfect. Money for Aaron Baines from the line. And it's a double-digit night for Aaron. Had 19 led all scorers on Tuesday at FACS. We mentioned those 4 3-pointers tonight, right back in double digits with 10. Elena Yarborough still leading the way with a team-high 12. Sacred Heart misses a 3-pointer from the left wing, and Riley Bradford comes up with the board. Dribbling with the right hand, trying to fend off Jasmine Blankenship. Blankenship got a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds. And the Eagles will retain with 2:20 to play in the third quarter, inbound from their own baseline. Brooks slaps the ball, dishes to under the hoop. Yarborough draws contact and scores. Hoop plus the harm. And Yarborough has 14, will head to the line for a chance at a 3-point play. First one up for Yarborough. And down it goes, so the 3-point play is good. Jackson Christian's gotten a few of those tonight. They just haven't been able to convert them. Now Elena Yarborough with her 15 points is leading the Jackson Christian offense. There's a step through a couple of defenders. That was a nice play by Malia Hughes to adjust, evade defenders, but had the rim reject her layup attempt. And now she steals it. Steals it away from Tess Little, goes coast to coast and scores. Malia Hughes ups her team high total with 8 for the Knights. And a timeout for Brian Freeman before the inbound. It is a full timeout on the floor. We'll take a minute timeout with them. 44-25, the Eagles up big on News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Have you been looking over and over online in search of that perfect engagement ring or that special piece of jewelry that you can envision in your head but just can't seem to find? Well, come let RJ Case Custom Design Studio, located inside Roberts Jewelers, bring your very own design to life. Come book your one-of-a-kind jewelry creation experience with RJ Case's head designer, Chris, by visiting Roberts Jewelers right away. If you can dream it, RJ Case can design it. RJ Case, located inside Roberts Jewelers, Van Drive, Jackson.
This is Jessica with today's Business Q&A. Are you ready? Question: how can you do 3 things at once? Answer: by working with Allegra Design Print Mail, where you can get marketing, print, and mailing expertise all with one phone call. Allegra Design Print Mail is Jackson's one-stop resource for small and mid-sized organizations looking to grow. Visit our website at allegrajackson.com, call us at 664-1676, or stop by at 1029 Old Hickory Boulevard. Allegra is your single source for design, printing, signs, promotional products, and so much more.
1:49 to play in the third quarter. A full timeout completed, and before the inbound pass, the referees are conferencing. Whatever issue was being discussed resolved, and on the baseline, Jackson Christian inbounds. Tess Little gets through some backcourt pressure, tries to go all the way to the hoop, cuts into the key, kicks out to Bradford. Here comes a 3, and Bradford connects. That was a great play by Tess Little to work all the way up the floor, drove all the way to the bucket, knew she had pressure down low, and kicked out to Riley Bradford after she drew the double team. For Bradford, it's her first bucket tonight, and Sacred Heart able to score on their end. 47-27, 20-point game. Ava Jones skip pass leads Yarborough to the hoop, and Yarborough hit on the shoulder by Hughes, unable to score, but will go to the line and shoot two. For Malia Hughes, that's her third personal foul. All right, they're making her fourth personal foul. So now Hughes, the leading scorer for Sacred Heart, in a little bit of trouble. The shot from Yarborough is missed. So Yarborough now 2 for 3 from the stripe. Trinity Brooks subs off. Riley Bradford as well. Taylor Baines onto the floor, and Ava Jones as well. Second shot for Yarborough on the way, and it is no good. Empty trip from the line, and the rebound grabbed by Jasmine Blankenship. Blankenship been all over the floor for Sacred Heart. Only 4 points to show for it, though. Long three from the left wing is missed and saved before it went out of bounds. Emily Gill saved it. Here comes Lily Barnes, who's led into the front court, fakes a shot, baits a defender, can't convert, and a tie-up, a jump ball underneath the hoop. And it'll keep it with the Eagles with 50.3 on the clock. 2 subs coming on for the Eagles as well. Aaron Baines back out there. Inbound pass goes to Elena Yarborough, gets fouled under the hoop, and she will go right back to the line to shoot 2 more. It's been a good strategy tonight for Brian Freeman and company. Get under the hoop, bring Elena Yarborough, one of the tallest girls on the floor, right under the bucket, and let her go to work down there. Yarborough misses the free throw, so 0 for her last 3 from the line after starting 2 for 2. With 49 seconds to play in the third quarter, Yarborough unable to knock that one down. It was rattling around the rim and it popped out. So Yarborough now 2 for 6 from the stripe. With 40 seconds to play in the third quarter, and a reach-in foul will go against Lily Barnes. In between the circles, tried to halt Malia Hughes. Hughes was trying to dribble around a screen, and Barnes just stuck the hand out. Here's another high screen. Hughes working off the left side of the lane, kicks to Blankenship. Three-pointer from the left wing is off front iron. Loose ball. Wrestled away by Yarborough, and a foul. Greer and Yarborough collided, and Brianna Greer picks up her first. That's the 7th team foul of the quarter. So on the team foul perspective, Sacred Heart has been racking them up. With a 20-point lead, Elena Yarborough will now go right back to the line, shoot a 1-and-1, and try and put an end to her 0 for 4 stretch from the charity stripe. Bends the knees, dribbles a couple of times, spins the ball, and heaves it towards the hoop. It is good. Rattled around, hovered above the rim, and dropped. So 16 for Elena Yarborough. Now 3 for 7 from the stripe. Trying to make it 4 for 8. And her second shot up. Perfect. 17 for Elena. And she's starting to approach a season high. Hasn't hit 20 yet in a game this season. From the left wing, three-pointer incoming. A high arcer just clipped the bottom of the net. And Emily Gill trying to save it. Thought she might have. And I think there was just a technical foul whistled on the Sacred Heart head coach. Yeah, he just got teed up. Emily Gill was trying to save the ball from going out of bounds. Thought she did save it. I didn't see the heel of Gill hit the baseline, but the official was right there and called it out of bounds. That's what got the Sacred Heart bench upset and led to the technical foul. So with 15.9 to play, technical free throws for Tess Little, and she misses her first. We'll get a second, and then Jackson Christian will get the possession. Tess Little without a point tonight. Fairly quiet all around for the 8th graders this evening. Just 3 points for Riley Bradford and 2 for Carly Holt. And Tess Little misses her second. Nobody on the lanes. She was on an island out there by herself shooting those technical free throws. and she comes up empty. But Jackson Christian ball, midcourt, far sideline. The inbound goes to Tess Little, and she is fouled. Shoulder to shoulder with Jasmine Blankenship. There's the whistle. First for Blankenship, rather make it her second. But the 9th team foul now, when you count the technical, 9th team foul. And a 1-and-1 upcoming for Tess Little. So she'll step back to the line, try and redeem herself, knock down a couple. And the first one for Little is up, and it is good. Maybe all she needed was to have some other bodies hang out with her over there in the lane. Might have felt a little lonesome while shooting those technicals. 23-point lead for Jackson Christian, and Tess Little makes the second. So 24-point advantage. Little now 2 for 4 from the line. And a foul in the backcourt. Jackson Christian was applying that pressure, and Taylor Baines reached in against Gill. 8.7 on the clock. 51-27 Jackson Christian. And a baseline pass. Leads to Emily Gill, bringing it into the front court. Corner three-pointer on the way. And off the right side of the rim, no good. That will do it for the third quarter. It is a big run for Jackson Christian. They put up 22 points in the quarter, and they outscore Sacred Heart 22-6 to jump to a massive lead. 51-27. Let's step aside for a minute. We'll bring you through the fourth quarter next on News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Did you know there are more than 60 ways to reach customers today? We know it can be overwhelming trying to understand all of these options, let alone choosing the right strategies that deliver results. Take a deep breath. Help is available from Allegra Design, Print, and Mail in Jackson. Contact us today and we'll share with you tested and proven methods used by thousands of small businesses like yours to deliver satisfied customers and increase sales. Conveniently located at 1029 Old Hickory Boulevard, or visit us online at allegrajackson.com or call 664-1676.
The temperature may be dropping, but things are heating up at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations with the delicious new Queso Burger. Just imagine that toasty Sonic burger bun with a sizzling burger patty topped with shredded cheddar cheese, grilled onions, hatch green chilies with a zesty cheese sauce and mayo. Guaranteed to warm you up on these cool nights. The delicious Queso Burger waiting on you now at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations. Sonic truly is America's drive-in.
Welcome back inside the gym at Jackson Christian School for the fourth quarter of the ladies' action. I'm Andrew Chapman. It's a pleasure to have you on board with us here on this Thursday evening. We're unsure whether or not we'd be playing basketball tonight due to some of the frigid, icy weather earlier this morning. Things have cleared up for the most part. Still real chilly around town in the upper 20s. But people trying to stay bundled, stay warm in the gym, and watch some basketball. Out of the quarter break, Sacred Heart earned a trip to the free throw line. They go 1 for 2 from the line. That was Malia Hughes shooting free throws. She now has 9 points, leads all Knights scorers. Three-pointer by Ava Jones was missed. Aaron Baines hits the floor, scraps for the rebound, and is able to get it back up high on a reset. And a tie-up along the left side, right side of the perimeter, and a timeout on the floor for Brian Freeman's group. This will be a 30-second timeout. And we will keep it here in the gym with you. For Sacred Heart, Malia Hughes leading the way with 9 points. Jackson Christian, by the way, we mentioned some of that seeding earlier on in the broadcast. The task tonight for Jackson Christian was win by 5. That's all they had to do to remain atop the seeding over Sacred Heart, lock up the 5 seed. And they are well on their way to doing that, barring any sort of major collapse, on top currently by 23 points. Sacred Heart, this Sacred Heart girls team beating Jackson Christian their last time against each other at Sacred Heart, beat them 54-50. So the goal tonight was to win by 5, and Jackson Christian well on their way to trying to do that. They'll be the 5 seed, would have a meeting with Fayette Academy at the start of the regional tournament, and still got to get you the exact dates on when all of that will be scheduled. And actually, I think I do have a bracket that we can pull up for you and give you some of the scheduling as to when that game would be. Jackson Christian with it on their far sideline. And a baseline or a inbound pass, a skip pass knocked away by Sacred Heart. Eagles will retain. And Elena Yarborough scores. 19 points for Elena Yarborough. Ava Jones stole it away. She went right back to the hoop and put it up with a left-handed layup. Good for Ava Jones, her first bucket of the game. With backcourt pressure, Jackson Christian knocked it away again, and they regather on the baseline. Aaron Baines gives to Ava Jones, pushing against Gill, trying to create some space. And there's a travel. Ava Jones got tied up and took too many steps. Yeah, here's a look at the bracket for the girls' regional basketball tournament. The first round, which would feature the 4 and the 5 seeds, will be taking place at the higher seed Monday, February 15th. So at least with the bracket that I have in front of me, would mean that the Lady Eagles don't have to play this weekend, but would play again come the first round on Monday at the start of the regional tournament. And presumably that game would be at Fayette Academy on the road, with them being the 4 seed. Riley Bradford dribbles all the way to the baseline, gives to Trinity Brooks, steps to the short corner, misses a short 10-foot jumper. And Malia Hughes transitions. Drew blockers in the lane. Here comes a straightaway 3. It's missed by Gill. Saved nearly by Caitlin Gill, and she actually stepped out as she tried to save the basketball. This will be back with Jackson Christian with 6:10 on the clock. And Trinity Brooks looking for an option. Backcourt pressure being applied by Sacred Heart. It goes to Tess Little. Little shakes the defender, throws it across midcourt to Riley Bradford. Blakely Melton gives to the top of the key. The dish to Yarborough, working against Gill. Yarborough nearly had her pass stolen. Little able to regather. At midcourt, they hit the floor. Little regains, gives to Blakely Melton. And now it's Bradford to the elbow. Finds Yarborough, spinning against a defender. Kicking to Brooks, and a three-pointer is offline. And Tess Little went flying in there to try and recover the rebound, and she committed a foul. Little with her first. And 5:40 to play, 55-31, the Eagles on top. 9 team fouls for Sacred Heart, by the way, as well. One more and put them into the double bonus. There's a foul, kind of a late whistle, and it'll go against Trinity Brooks. Brooks stood up Gill and commits her third personal. And that's also the 7th team foul. 7th team foul. And Gill will shoot a 1-and-1. And the shot missed by Gill. But the rebound pulled in by Greer. They give to Hughes. Euro stepping through the painted area, evaded a couple of defenders and got slapped on the arm. So she'll head to the line, 2 shots. And I'll see who this foul is on. Lily Barnes commits her second personal. With 5:27 to play, Hughes throws the first one up, and it's good. She's the first Lady Knight into double digits this evening. She has 10. Blakely Melton subs onto the floor. Off goes Lily Barnes after committing the personal foul. 8 team fouls now in the half for Jackson Christian. 9 for Sacred Heart. Free throw is missed. Tied up on the right side of the lane. And on the alternating possession, Jackson Christian will take over with 5:24 to play. Inbound goes to Taylor Baines in the backcourt. Pushing up the far sideline. Gets past Greer. steps her way to the hoop. Oh, and misses the layup. Had all of her momentum going towards the hoop. And on the rebound attempt, Blakely Melton is whistled for an over the back. Blakely Melton picks up her first personal foul with 5:14 to play in the quarter. And a 55-32 lead for the Eagles. 9 team fouls per side. And with that over the back, it's going to send the Knights back to the line for a 1-and-1. So it's turned into a free throw fest here in the fourth quarter. Aaron Baines checks back in for Jackson Christian. Bradford, Taylor Baines, Yarborough, and Little, the 5 on the floor. Shot is up, shot is missed. Loose ball in the painted area, and a tie-up once again. Well, this has been the theme. Missed free throw, jump ball. This time possession goes to Sacred Heart. On the block, Greer spinning against Riley Bradford. She hooks it with the right hand and scores. That was kind of a hybrid layup. Half hook shot, half scoop layup. And for Greer, she has 5. Lead pass goes to Tess Little. Tied up along the baseline in the corner. Back over to the wing with Bradford. Works past the defender. Blankenship guarding Baines. Kick to the far corner. Yarborough driving the baseline. Kick to the near side corner. Aaron Baines falling out of bounds. Saved it, but threw it right to a Sacred Heart player. Gill leads Caitlin Gill. And the Gill girls combine for the bucket. Caitlin Gill converts off the Emily Gill assist. And in the backcourt, it's stolen by the Knights. Malia Hughes rips it away from Taylor Baines and puts it back up through the hoop. So 12 points for Hughes, 55-38. Jackson Christian needs to win by 5 to retain that seed. Tess Little wide open from 3, a misfire. Shorted it off the front of the iron, and Hughes the cleanup. Hughes all the way coast to coast, gets dispossessed from behind. It was last touched by Aaron Baines. Cassandra Blankenship subbing on for Sacred Heart. 2 subs on for the Eagles as well. Trinity Brooks and Carly Holt on. Off goes Tess Little and Elena Yarborough. Sacred Heart misses the shot off the inbound pass, and Brooks comes down with the board. Baines working in space. Sidesteps a defender, puts it off the glass. No. Carly Holt, the offensive putback. She got dispossessed, and Brooks, who came up with the ball, got fouled trying to shoot. So it'll be a 1-and-1 for, oh no, actually that's the 10th. That's a shooting foul, so 2 shots for Trinity Brooks. And that was against Malia Hughes. That's foul number 5 for Hughes, and she's out of this game. Sacred Heart's leading scorer with 12 will have her night come to a close with 3:37 to play in the fourth quarter. And they brought Veda Johnson off the bench to replace Hughes. Now fouled out of this game, and Trinity Brooks is errant on her first free throw. 3:37 to play. Second one good for Brooks. 7 points for Trinity tonight. And a pass is taken across midcourt. Cassandra Blankenship, lead pass to Greer. There's the help defender, Carly Holt, able to step up on the switch. Veda Johnson tied up in the short corner. Now a swing back to the top of the key. And a travel. Caitlin Gill tried to break towards the hoop and took too many steps around the free throw line. Back with Jackson Christian, 56-38, 3:23 to play in the game. And Riley Bradford gets it stolen away off the pass. And Greer can't convert. Going to put it back up a second time, and this time it bounces in for Greer. But Jackson Christian hasn't been taking care of the ball too much here in the fourth quarter. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. It's a full timeout. Back in 1 minute on News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
Hey, Dan.
Hang on.
Dan.
Hang on.
Danny.
Whoa, what?
Let's sell this house and buy another.
Say what?
Seriously, this was your house when we got married. We need to find our house.
Emily, mi casa es tu casa.
Your bachelor pad is my bachelor pad?
Okay, babe, look, if we're going to do this, we have to call the Greer Real Estate Group.
Oh, I like them. They really care about their clients and they know what they're doing.
Well, Brad's hobby is construction and repair. He can help us with what we need to get our house ready for the market.
And I like Jennifer. She's kind, helpful, and handles all the paperwork.
And Jonathan Greer, he's like a son to me.
Speaking of children.
Now, wait a minute. We've got Freddie and Susie.
They're cats, Dan.
Wow, that's getting serious. I'm Brad Greer with Greer Real Estate Group. Jen, John, and the other agents at Greer Real Estate Group don't do family planning, but we do know how to help people with buying or selling a house. Give Greer Real Estate Group a call at 300-4100 and let us show you why our clients refer us to their friends.
Dan, we have to have a pool.
Oh, jeez.
A long lead pass out of the timeout directs Aaron Baines directly to the hoop, and she's able to finish through contact, score, draw the foul, and jump Jackson Christian back up to an 18-point lead. For Aaron Baines, the senior now with 12 points, still leading the way for the Eagles. That is Elena Yarborough, who's one shy of 20. She has what is now a season-high 19 points. 3:09 to play, and Aaron Baines buries the free throw. The three-point play is good, 13 for Aaron. And Sacred Heart gets it into the front court. Greer thought about a long three-pointer. Instead gives to Caitlin Gill. Back up to the top of the key, Greer. A handoff to Blankenship, guarded by Bradford. Swinging around to the elbow, kick out. Gill will give back to Greer on the right side wing. Cross-court pass is slapped away by Aaron Baines. Falling out of bounds, she tried to save it. Couldn't in time, and it's back with Sacred Heart. Far sideline in front of the Jackson Christian seats. The inbound goes to the top of the key, slapped away by Aaron Baines, cleaned up by Blankenship. Blankenship working against Baines, dribbling with the left hand. Here's a floater in the lane. It banks off the glass, and it's no good. Ava Jones, with under 2:30 to play, will set up high, let some clock tick, and hand to Trinity Brooks. And there is a shove in the back. Cassandra Blankenship going to be hit with the foul. And with 2:21 to play, it will send Trinity Brooks back to the line for a 1-and-1. No, this will be actually 2 shots, 11 team fouls now in the half for Sacred Heart. And the first is good for Trinity. She has 8. A reminder that the boys will tip up approximately 15 minutes after the conclusion of tonight's girls' game. Estimated time of that game, well, going to be a push a little past 5:30, probably around 5:45 or so. Trinity Brooks hits both free throws, now with 9 points. Sacred Heart edging out Jackson Christian in their own place last time out. The boys trying to split the season series with Sacred Heart just like the girls. Three-pointer was banked in by Cassandra Blankenship, her first points tonight. And Trinity Brooks gets her shot blocked in the key. Jasmine Blankenship pushing it forward. Comes together with Baines. Can't get the layup to go. Veda Johnson came up with it and got fouled in front of our broadcast location on the near side corner. She got Aaron Baines with the personal, third personal for Aaron. And 2 shots upcoming for Veda Johnson. That's the 10th team foul. And Veda Johnson misses her first. 4 subs coming on for Jackson Christian. Blakely Melton, Elena Yarborough, Taylor Baines, and Tess Little. The 4 new players on the floor. Trinity Brooks, the only one of the 5 sticking out there. Veda Johnson, second shot up. She misses that one as well. Nothing from the line for her. And Blakely Melton gets it into the front court. Baines crosses over Blankenship, kicks to Yarborough, dribbles past Johnson, and lays it off the glass. 21 points for Elena Yarborough to extend her season high. And it's a massive night for the freshman, who's provided exactly a third of Jackson Christian's 63 points, doing the quick math. Long three from Greer is in and out. Baines comes down with the rebound, gets hit out of bounds, and was the last to touch it. Veda Johnson was able to close in on Baines and force her out of bounds. Lily Barnes in, Trinity Brooks off with 55.5 on the clock. And Jackson Christian going to lock up the 5 seed in the region. And the bucket good for Johnson. Four points now for Johnson. With 45 seconds to play, it's an 18-point lead, 63-45, and a foul. Jasmine Blankenship hit with her third personal. This will send Tess Little to the line for 2 shots. Tess Little with 2 points, 2 for 4 from the stripe. Doesn't have a shot from the field, but will get 2 more from the line. It is up, and it is off front iron. No good. Little makes the second. 3 for 6. 3 points on the evening. And Sacred Heart with it with 35 seconds to play. And a pass goes underneath the reach of Caitlin Gill. Rolls out of bounds. And it's back with Jackson Christian with 32.5 seconds on the clock. Sacred Heart still going to provide some backcourt pressure. A pass opens up Blakely Melton, and she crosses the timeline. Tess Little guarded closely. Blankenship shouldering Little, and a foul along the far sideline, and will send Little right back to the line with 19.4 on the clock. 19-point advantage for Jackson Christian. But Sacred Heart continuing to play them hard. Blankenship subs off after her 4th personal. And Little is true on the first. Now 4 for 7 from the line. Been able to work on the free throws today, that's for sure. Plenty of reps there, and she's perfect. 2 for 2. 5 for 8 night from the stripe for Tess. And 15 seconds to play. We'll see if Jackson Christian opts to just play some shadow D here. It's in the corner. Now to the left side wing, Caitlin Gill. Kicks over to Greer. Fires one up from 35 feet in an air ball. .7 on the clock, and Jackson Christian should be able to just dribble it out here, barring another late foul. 66-45 they lead, and that will do it. Taylor Baines lets the clock run out in the backcourt, and Jackson Christian locks up their seeding for the regional tournament. They'll be the 5 seed, and based on the look, they'll be heading to Fayette Academy in the first round come Monday. But job done tonight. Brian Freeman said we need to win by at least 5. Need to even the season series, beat Sacred Heart by 5. They beat them by 21 behind a massive 22-point third quarter that cracked this game open. 66-45 the final. And Jackson Christian, the Lady Eagles, finished the regular season above 500 at 13-12. All things considered, a young group with just a few seniors. The future is bright for the Jackson Christian Lady Eagles. They finished district play at 6-9. And now we'll turn things over to the boys as they get ready for their rematch against Sacred Heart, a team they lost to the last time out. They're looking for some redemption tonight on their home floor as well. We'll step aside for about a 5-minute break here on the broadcast, come back, get some starters for you, and set the stage for the boys' action. Tip-off time in about 8.5 minutes. Thanks so much for joining us tonight from Jackson Christian School. Back in 5 minutes on the home of the Eagles, News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
If you're ever involved in an automobile accident, the last thing you need to worry about is what to do next. It's simple. Call Precision Auto Body at 783-0075, and they can handle the rest for you. With rental cars on site, they can have you back on the road with no delay. They repair all makes and models, both foreign and domestic. No need for you to run to a franchise or dealer where you're just another number. At Precision Auto Body, you're known by your name and your concerns about your vehicle. They've been in the same location between Milan and Medina for 20 years, with adding a second high-quality location in Dyersburg in 2014. They have all certified technicians and continuous education, so they can repair your vehicle to factory conditions. Remember, you own your vehicle. You own your insurance. You own the right to tell your insurance company that you want Precision Auto Body to repair your vehicle. So don't be just another number, and don't be steered in the wrong direction. Call Precision Auto Body, 783-0075.
Cherokee of Jackson is opening America and West Tennessee with great deals. Get huge off your favorite Kias. Absolutely nobody beats a Sierra deal. New Sorrento up to $8,400 off for $357 a month. Forte and Optima up to $73.98 off or as little as $246 a month. We'll beat any dealer's advertised price. Sportage and Soul up to $5,000 off or just $255 a month. Opening America at Cherokee of Jackson. One destination, so many choices.
Leave the termites dead. Make sure the ants won't spread. Have no fear, we got your back.
You're the best, Mac.
Mac, the bug stops here.
Whether it be bugs, termites, or moisture issues, Mac Pest Control has you covered.
Russ McKelvey with Mac Pest Control, servicing Jackson, Memphis, and Greater West Tennessee. Have you been experiencing issues with mold, fungus, or moisture in your crawl space? Give us a shout at MacPestControl.com and we'll line you up for a free inspection.
For all those sweet tooths out there, McDonald's proudly presents their new bakery sweets, including the icy glazed cinnamon roll, the blueberry muffin busting with flavor, and the delicious flaky apple fritter. They're all here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, guaranteed to hit the spot. Enjoy them now, West Tennessee, at all Jackson locations, Bells, Brownsville, Medina, and Humboldt. McDonald's is loving high school academics and athletics. Santa left your perfect gift at the North Pole. Your most liked registered a whopping 17 likes. Does it sound like we read your Facebook post? We did. Fortunately, we can make it all better at King Jewelers. We still have all sorts of beautiful jewelry, specially priced at King Jewelers, with breathtaking diamonds and engagement rings at wonderful prices. King Jewelers is locally owned. Grover King has over 35 years experience as a certified jeweler. We do all kinds of jewelry, watch repair, and custom design. 16B Conrad Drive in Jackson. King Jewelers, your Valentine gift headquarters. Online at KingJewelersJackson.com and on Facebook.
For more than 50 years, Jackson State Community College has helped West Tennessee students prepare for success. Now more than ever, Jackson State is here to help our students navigate the challenging times in front of us. We don't know what the future holds, but we know that Jackson State will be here to support our students in the communities of West Tennessee. Visit the COVID-19 page at jscc.edu/COVID for the latest updates and the resources you need to be successful. Jackson State, invested in your success.
With 17 years experience, Tim Armstrong and his team at Reliable Lawn Care and Landscape are just what you need for weed control and fertilization for turf and landscape beds, as well as pest control and fungus on trees and shrubs. Let them design the perfect landscape for you, as well as irrigation work, hardscape installation, and low-voltage landscape lighting installation. They do it all at Reliable Lawn Care and Landscape, 234-0823, Tennessee Charter number 5398.
Hi, I'm Dr. Toyos of Toyos Clinic. Are you ready to enjoy freedom from glasses and contact lenses? We now offer the latest technology, flapless LASIK. With flapless LASIK, the very next day you can swim, work out, wear makeup. Call our LASIK concierge for a free consultation. 800-603-1989, 800-603-1989. Toyos Clinic, flapless LASIK. See better, look better.
Are you celebrating a new driver in your family? Mitchell's Body Shop says congratulations and welcome to the road. Remember to buckle up and be alert. And if your family should ever need auto body repair for your young driver and you want a safe yet economical repair, call Mitchell's Body Shop. Mitchell's has a lifetime warranty on all repairs and rental cars on site for your convenience. Mitchell's Body Shop, 96 Riverport Drive in Jackson. And don't text and drive.
The latest news, hottest talk, Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 FM.
Welcome inside the gym at Jackson Christian School. It is just about time for the boys to take the floor. The Jackson Christian boys facing the Sacred Heart Knights in the final game of the regular season. It's the final regular season game for the seniors for Jackson Christian. We won't have the traditional senior night ceremony tonight because, well, they did it earlier in the year. First game of the regular season here at home, the seniors were honored because in a COVID year, as Kyle Teichman has put it, quite frankly, you do not know when any game will be your last. And here we are. Congratulations to everybody involved on getting us to this point. Congratulations to the student athletes for making the commitment, staying as safe as possible, and getting us through a regular season. Jackson Christian trying to split the season series tonight after losing to Sacred Heart their last time out. Both sides on the floor, the fans funneling in. It's some sort of a country western theme tonight for the student section, who are all dressed up in hats, cowboy boots, and flannels. Try and get you the lowdown on what exactly is going on with the student section tonight, but they're filing in. They're having a good time, and we're just about moment. Actually, you know what? That's the Sacred Heart student section that's dressed up tonight in the country western theme. So got to figure out what the reasoning is behind that. We're just about 2 minutes away from tip-off. We appreciate you tuning us in tonight on News Talk 101.5 FM. Tip-off in just a couple of minutes. Let's step aside for one additional minute and lock in those starters for you. They'll play the anthem. We'll be underway on a Thursday night. Action pushed up a little bit early tonight due to some of the weather around the area and school cancellations. But we're getting it in. We're excited to have you on board, and we'll be back in about a minute and a half on News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
Don't fumble the ball when it's time to choose a body shop. Choose Mitchell's Body Shop. Mitchell's has a lifetime warranty on all repairs and has rental cars on site for your convenience. Free estimates and free local pickup and delivery. If other drivers were off sides and your car suffered a little unnecessary roughness, remember it's a win every time at Mitchell's. For a safe and economical repair, getting you and your car back in the game. Like Mitchell's Body Shop on Facebook. They're giving away tickets to some of your favorite games. Mitchell's Body Shop, 96 Riverport Drive in Jackson.
Has this pandemic got you upside down financially? Hey, we've been there, and we're here to help at Cransner Pawn and Jewelry. We buy, sell, and trade firearms. Cransner Pawn and Jewelry also buys and sells Rolex watches and diamonds. We loan money, and Cransner Pawn and Jewelry buys, sells, and trades gold. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays 9 to 5. CransnerPawn.com, and take a look at our items on Facebook at Cransner Pawn and Jewelry, 2156 North Highland Avenue. People are talking about Kimberly Evans.
Kimberly's super fun. Right away, she felt like a friend, not a business associate.
Kimberly, very friendly, very honest, very open. We felt like anytime we had a question about anything, we could go to her and she would give us a straight-up opinion.
Don't hesitate to call Kimberly. You'll gain a great realtor and a fantastic friend.
Call Kimberly Evans today at 731-668-1777 or Kimberly's cell phone 731-697-8558. Kimberly Evans, Coldwell Banker Bonds, and KimberlyEvans.com.
Monday Night Football, the NFL, only on News Talk 101.5 FM.
The starters have been announced at Jackson Christian School, and we welcome you back inside the gym on a Thursday night. I'm Andrew Chapman, and we are moments away from tip-off between Sacred Heart and Jackson Christian, the final game of the regular season. And for the Jackson Christian boys, it's been a tough, windy road to get here, but by golly, they made it. trying to even the season series, that is, against Sacred Heart. The starting 5 on the floor for Sacred Heart. Let's get you those. Trey Truel in the starting rotation, along with number 1, Kendrick Beard, number 22, Dalton McIntyre, number 11, Javion Greer, and number 14, Jake Keel will round out the 5 for Sacred Heart. As for the Eagles, 5 on the floor, 4 seniors and the freshman Aiden Shaw. It is Dylan Arnold along with Cameron Manners, Aaron Smith, and Will Cisco. The group on the floor for head coach Kyle Teichman, assistants for Jackson Christian, Drew Portal, and Antoine Long. The opening tip is up, and it goes the way of Sacred Heart, working from right to left across your radio dial in their road crimson uniforms with Sacred Heart in white lettering printed across the chest. A floater in the key is dropped in by Dalton McIntyre to get the scoring started. Will Cisco couldn't draw the offensive foul. And Aiden Shaw brings it into the front court. Shaw, the freshman, with 11 points on Tuesday at undefeated FACS in the loss. Cisco on the wing, waits for a man. It is Shaw, top of the key. Skip past to Manners, kick out to Aaron Smith, drives the baseline, elevates, swirls out, it wouldn't fall for him. Solid job to split a couple of defenders, but can't cash in. And it's back with Sacred Heart. Jackson Christian last squaring off against Sacred Heart on January 19th. On the road, a game they lost, but it was close, 66-57. Trey Truel able to bait Cameron Manners, create some space, and go to the glass for 2. Trey Truel was the leading scorer for Sacred Heart last time out. He's the star of the night's program. 25 points at home the last time these two sides squared off. Shorted by Smith on the three-pointer. Rebound cleaned up by Cameron Manners. And a second opportunity for the Eagles. Pressure on Arnold. Cisco able to regather. Kick into the lane. Kick out to Smith from straight away. He knocks it down. So Aaron Smith 1 for 2 from beyond the arc on that possession. And the Eagles on top early, 4-3. Coming off a screen, space at the elbow, and a jumper is connected on by Kendrick Beard. Solid work of the screen to free up Beard there. He had a wide open look at the hoop. Dylan Arnold shows, right side of the lane, works against Kendrick Beard. Pull-up jumper is good. Rattled around, hit the glass, and fell. Lucky bounce for Dylan Arnold. He'll take it. And back and forth they go. Early lead changes tonight. 5:40 to play in the quarter. Here's a screen at the free throw line. Kick out to McIntyre. He bodies up Aaron Smith, but before the contact, a traveling call. McIntyre took an extra step, and Sacred Heart turns it over. Jackson Christian coming into tonight as the 5 seed in the district. A win over Sacred Heart would lock them into that spot for the regional tournament beginning next week. So a lot on the line for Kyle Teichman's group. Smith doesn't take the screen, works the baseline, tried to go to the right wing. Dylan Arnold diving, hitting the floor, couldn't save it. The pass went careening into the bench for Sacred Heart. And with 5:16 on the clock, it's back with the Knights. A 6-5 lead early for Jackson Christian. Aaron Smith with a three-pointer moments ago. Beard, contested 3, too strong. Offensive rebound is up for grabs. There's a tie-up on the lane. Will Cisco and Jake Keel locked arms. The call is a jump ball, and on the alternating possession, Jackson Christian will take over with 5:03. And Sacred Heart will just leave one man in the backcourt and allow Javion Greer to shadow the senior Dylan Arnold. Cameron Manners moves to the elbow, finds Aaron Smith top of the key, dish to Will Cisco. Changes direction, kick to the corner. Smith nearly slipped, regathered his footing. Might have gotten blocked. No, he last touched it. Thought Trey Truel might have gotten a hand on that. They say last touched by Smith, and back with the Knights. With just over 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Student section on their feet for Jackson Christian. They've been quiet so far. As we mentioned, the student section for Sacred Heart has a country western theme going on tonight. I've never seen so many flannel shirts in the building at the same time. All sorts of colors going on down there. Trey Trull works the baseline, spins into a double team, and gets dispossessed. Cameron Manners, Dylan Arnold will able to sandwich the Sacred Heart big man. Now Dylan Arnold with pressure, trying to hold the dribble. Ball on the floor. Here comes Will Cisco, and it is a jump ball. Sacred Heart will hold on to it here. Will Cisco was the bodyguard for Dylan Arnold on that play after he lost the dribble. Cisco came bulldozing in and trying to break up the play, repossess the ball, but that was Javion Greer, who was undersized compared to Cisco, that was able to scrap for it and hold on to it, draw the whistle. McIntyre fakes a three, baits Smith, dish to the left side wing. Arnold, the help defender, stalled up Greer. Skip pass, the kick out, floater from the elbow, off the left side of the rim, and ripping it down is Will Cisco. Quickly in transition, here's a 3-on-2, kick to Smith, three-pointer is no good. Looked good on the release, clanked off the front iron though. Trey Trull will step back, give to McIntyre, right wing three is perfect. So there's McIntyre knocking down his second three-pointer of the game, rather make it his first. First was a long two. 5 points for McIntyre and 3 minutes to play in the quarter. They swing it around to Cisco, right side wing, took a step, one too many. Trying to attack the hoop. Peyton Tinsley will be the first substitute on for Kyle Teichman's group. Tinsley coming off a lower leg injury, a starter for the majority of the season, has now been the sixth man off the bench since that ankle injury. They open up a man for three. No good, off mark. McIntyre, the cleanup, the kick out. And Kendrick Beard works to the free throw line. Back to McIntyre, top of the key, works past Cisco. Might have been hit from behind. It was dispossessed, rolls out of bounds. Last touch by, I believe, Cisco and the Eagles. So 2:35 to play, a 9-5 lead for Sacred Heart. And the dish to the left side of the lane. Thrown up by McIntyre, a contested bank shot falls for him. And McIntyre leading the way with 7 in the first quarter. Aiden Shaw to Tinsley and now Smith. The kick out, Cisco shows, tries to split a defender, contact along the baseline. He got hit hard by Trey Trull and drew the foul. First tonight on Trull. And we'll see if Jackson Christian wants to try and execute that strategy tonight. Attack the Sacred Heart big man Trull and get him into foul trouble. First one up and good for Will Cisco. And a substitute coming on. Here is Xander Taylor. Xander Taylor, about 6'2", takes Trull off the floor. And Cisco perfect from the line, 2 for 2. Class canceled today around campus at Jackson Christian. We were still able to have Kyle Teichman, though, call into our morning radio show on 105.3. Said that he didn't mind stepping out of the classroom earlier this morning, allowed him to hang out at home with his 8-month daughter. Kyle Teichman just recently becoming a girl dad, so he was able to step aside, put away the lesson plans, and be a dad this morning. And an airballed three-pointer from the corner. Aiden Shaw, top of the key, attacking the bucket and getting fouled. Couldn't score, but a blocking foul down low will send the freshman to the line for two. This will go against Jake Keel, his first personal on the night. And the second team foul for Sacred Heart with 1:42 to play. Jackson Christian trailing 11-7. Chance to cut it back within a possession here. Shaw still scoreless, no longer. His first shot is good. And he gets them both. Substitute after the free throws. Cameron Manners off, and onto the floor, Walker Ray, the junior, getting his first minutes. Javian Greer gives to Xander Taylor. Now McKinter cuts into the key. A dish, a shot, no. Manners was able to contest from behind, or rather that was Tinsley. Dylan Arnold, the feed to Shaw, works the baseline, draws contact, adjusts, misses the shot, gets his own rebound. And now Walker Ray to Arnold. He fakes a shot. Can't pull up, changes direction, and lines it into the hoop. Not a lot of arc on that one, but the perfect angle gets Dylan Arnold his first points. The senior ties the game at 11. In under a minute we go in the first quarter. Spinning McKinter, a double team. Contested shot, no. Loose ball in the key. McKinter gets it, throws behind his back, opens up Greer for a three, and he missed it. Kick out to McKinter from the baseline, and he cans one. What a quarter from Dalton McKinter. 10 points to lead all scorers over the first 7.5 minutes tonight. And Dylan Arnold going to try and answer. There's been 4 lead changes as well in this first quarter. Tinsley, contested floater on the baseline, no, but McKinter, he dribbled it off of his foot. And the most preventable of turnovers has McKinter. All he can do is smile and say, that one's on me. So Jackson Christian, 20 seconds, 20.4 on the clock. Could opt for the final shot. We'll see if they try and get one early, though, and give themselves a chance at an offensive rebound. Tinsley showing the ball, saying who's going to take it. It's Dylan Arnold, who gets it in the short corner. And he got his pocket picked by Javian Greer. In transition, Greer is fouled, and he scores. Wow, quick hands from Javian Greer. Not often do you see Dylan Arnold get completely pickpocketed. And that was the case there, and Greer knew where he was going with it all the way to the hoop thereafter. So a chance to jump it to a 6-point lead and carry a little momentum swing into the second quarter for Sacred Heart. With 12.6 on the clock. Well, no shot. All right, I guess someone might have committed a lane violation. I don't know what happened. We'll try and get some clarification on that. 4 to shoot. Lead pass to the baseline. Goes past the reach of Cameron Manners, and the Eagles turn it over. Sacred Heart with 3.3 to play will have a chance at the final shot here. And Danier Brooks subs on. Dylan Arnold will step off. Jackson Christian shows 2 in the backcourt. Cross-court pass to McKinter. Time expiring. Shot from the corner. Way too strong. An air ball ends the first, but a 5-point advantage for Sacred Heart takes us into the second. They go on a little 5-0 run in the final minute. 16-11. The Knights on top at Jackson Christian. Back in 1 minute on News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
Have you been looking over and over online in search of that perfect engagement ring or that special piece of jewelry that you can envision in your head but just can't seem to find? Well, come let RJ Case Custom Design Studio, located inside Roberts Jewelers, bring your very own design to life. Come book your one-of-a-kind jewelry creation experience with RJ Case's head designer, Chris, by visiting Roberts Jewelers right away. If you can dream it, RJ Case can design it. RJ Case, located inside Roberts Jewelers, Van Drive, Jackson.
The temperature may be dropping, but things are heating up at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations with the delicious new Queso Burger. Just imagine that toasty Sonic burger bun with a sizzling burger patty topped with shredded cheddar cheese, grilled onions, hatch green chilies with a zesty cheese sauce and mayo. Guaranteed to warm you up on these cool nights. The delicious Queso Burger waiting on you now at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations. Sonic truly is America's drive-in.
Second quarter underway from Jackson Christian School. It's a 16-11 lead for Sacred Heart. Dalton McIntyre leading the way for Sacred Heart with 10 points. Dylan Arnold tied up on the wing, gives to Aaron Smith. Euro stepping in the key, and a finger roll is perfect. Aaron Smith drops it in. He has 5, leads all Jackson Christian scorers tonight. McIntyre kicks to the right side wing, and a three-pointer is offline. Last touched by the Eagles, and Sacred Heart will hold on to it. Austin Bell, he's checked onto the floor for the first time for the Knights. Kendrick Beard is out there along with number 11, Javion Greer. And stolen away by Dylan Arnold, the baseline pass. And he was able to step right into the passing lane and pick it off. Will Cisco dribbles against Beard. Tied up in the corner, Manners with it on the elbow. And the lead pass goes to Dylan Arnold. Couldn't hold on to it, trying to save it. He traveled. So 6:54 to play. And a 16-13 lead for Sacred Heart. Three-pointer contested, too strong. Missed the rim, off the mark for Xander Taylor. And Dylan Arnold unable to beat out the transition defense of Sacred Heart. Aiden Shaw nearly slipped. He got hit, and he's able to finish through contact and score his first field goal. Aiden Shaw with 4. And on the wing, it's with Beard. Crossover against Shaw, handoff to Taylor. Swinging around, floater rejected by Aiden Shaw. Oh, and he just got teed up. Aiden Shaw rejected Javion Greer. He shouted in the direction of Greer and got teed up by the official. So Aiden Shaw, that's the first time we've seen him get a technical foul against him this year. Overall, that might be the first technical foul that I've seen the Eagles get this season. Aiden Shaw, we've talked about how the freshman has started to build his confidence quite a bit over the stretch of the regular season, but he got a little bit rowdy there and got hit with the tee. Both free throws good from Xander Taylor. And Sacred Heart will get the possession as well, leading 18-15 with 6:15 to go in the half. And it's with Greer, who sets the offense. Works to the elbow, kicks out. Taylor to McIntyre, and he gets another three-pointer. McIntyre with his 3rd of the game, and he leads the way with 13. Shaw brings it into the front court. Works against Greer. Manners up high. Handoff to Shaw, gonna try a bomb from beyond the arc, no. And Kendrick Beard up with it. And before the shot of travel, Xander Taylor pulled up from 35 feet and buried it. But they whistle him for the extra step before the shot. So 21-15, Jackson Christian will inbound in front of their own bench. And the official says Peyton Tinsley got to tuck the shirt in. .5:30 to play in the second. 6-point lead. Here's a loop pass that tried to lead Peyton Tinsley behind Austin Bell, and Bell picked it off. And a foul. No, a travel. Xander Taylor held the ball. Aiden Shaw came flying in to try and reject a three-pointer, and as he broke towards the hoop, he took an extra step. And it's back with Jackson Christian with 5:19 to play. 21-15 the score. Dylan Arnold spins against Javion Greer. Gets past Greer, pulls up from the elbow, gets rejected from behind. From his knees, tries to get a pass off, and it's stolen in the key. In transition, Greer all the way to the hoop, bodied Cameron Manners, flung it up contested, wasn't even looking at the bucket and scored. That was a nifty shot by Greer. Here's a feed to Manners. He got fouled, slapped on the arm by Kendrick Beard, and will go to the line for 2 shots. First personal for Beard, and Cameron Manners Manners will shoot a pair. Official having a conversation with the Sacred Heart bench, and it was a wet spot that was getting mopped up by Dalton McIntyre. Double duty tonight for McIntyre. And the first for Cameron Manners is true. Manners gets them both. .435 to play. Sacred Heart with it on the baseline. They kick to the corner, back out to the left wing. Here comes a three. No, a travel before the three-pointer. It's the second time we've seen that in the last minute where Sacred Heart has set themselves up for a three and taken an extra step. And at midcourt, Aaron Smith got fouled. Peyton Tinsley. Peyton Tinsley going to inbound again with 4:27 to play, 23-17. Eagles trailing at home, trying to avoid getting swept on the season series against the Knights. Aiden Shaw with it on the wing, guarded by Taylor, and now with Walker Ray. Dylan Arnold comes off a screen, tries a three-pointer, misfires, and a loose ball knocked out of bounds by the Eagles. Last touch by Peyton Tinsley underneath the hoop. And with 4:08 to play, 23-17 lead, Sacred Heart will take over. Greer brings it forward. And at the elbow, looks for an option, hands off to Taylor. Taylor the kick out. And that's Malachi Chavis. McIntyre in the lane, floats it up with the left hand, no, gets his own rebound, turns around, fires it off the glass and scores. 15 points in what is about 12 minutes to start this game for Dalton McIntyre. What a game for him. Shaw brings it forward. Steps back towards midcourt. Peyton Tinsley shows at the free throw line. Tries a contested jumper, too strong. And it's scobbled in by Trey Truell back out there. McIntyre for three. No, he airballed it. And last touch by Malachi Chavis underneath the hoop. Eagles basketball before the inbound on the baseline. Cameron Manners will step back on. Will Cisco as well will take Walker Ray off. Peyton Tinsley subbing off. 25-11, and Dylan Arnold races into the front court, guarded by Xander Taylor towards midcourt. Bounce pass to Cisco, top of the key. Handoff back to Dylan Arnold. And he goes up and under, but can't get the shot. Was contested. And a long lead pass is mishandled by Xander Taylor, flies out of bounds, right back with Jackson Christian. With 2:47 to play in the second. 25-17, they lead. Will Cisco double teamed in the backcourt, trying to find an option, gives to Peyton Tinsley. Tinsley, a quarterback pass into the front court to Aaron Smith. Smith trying to cross up McIntyre. Pass back in between the circles. Dylan Arnold gives to Cisco on the right side wing, guarded by Taylor, and the pass stolen away. Stolen away from Manners, and a dunk on the other end, slammed down by Malachi Chavis. Dylan Arnold, pull-up jumper, good. He's able to answer from the right elbow. 4 points for Dylan. On the other end, a floater with the right hand, no. Javion Greer was able to open up a look. 27-19, Jackson Christian with it, under 2 minutes to go, 1:56 on the clock. And it's up high with Manners. Feed down low, pass stolen in the lane. Manners committed a foul. Manners committed an off-ball foul. He grabbed the midsection of McIntyre and pulled him towards him. Oh, well, just kidding. It was against Aaron Smith, and I didn't see what Smith did, but I thought they could have whistled Cameron Manners for a foul on the backcourt as well on transition. Aaron Smith kind of putting his hands to his side, wondering how he picked that up. First personal for Smith. Sacred Heart throws up a three from the right wing. It's no good. Chavis pulls down the rebound over top of Manners, turns against Manners, throws up a contested jump shot, and it's no good. Shaw at midcourt gives to Tinsley left side wing. Tinsley feeds Shaw, cutting to the hoop, and he's hit from behind. Got the ball slapped away, but was contacted by 11. This will go against Greer. His first personal foul. Fifth team foul of the half, and Aiden Shaw will shoot two. Shaw perfect from the stripe tonight, 2 for 2. And now make it 3 for 3. 5 points for Shaw, leading scorer for Jackson Christian. Shaw and Smith tied with 5 apiece. For Sacred Heart, it's been the Dalton McIntyre show with 15 first half points. Shaw's shot is up, and it is good. 4 for 4. Aiden Shaw perfect. Greer on the wing, comes off his screen, works to the left elbow, gives to Trey Truhl. Truhl spinning at the right elbow, draws a double team, kicks out to the right side wing. Chavis on the baseline, spins, elevates, and got fouled. Cameron Manners is the player that commits the shooting foul. Malachi Chavis will shoot 2 with 1:02 to play in the quarter, and his first one is missed. Aiden Shaw, after subbing off, right back out there. Cameron Manners steps off. Chavis eyes down the hoop and rattles down the second free throw. So Chavis 1 for 2 from the line. 3 points, including the big dunk moments ago. Aiden Shaw gives to Peyton Tinsley, now Smith. Contested 3, left wing, off back iron. Trey Truhl, the rebound, brings it into the front court. And Javian Greer will set the offense near midcourt, let the clock tick under 40, and let some time tick down. See if Sacred Heart just wants to run this thing out, eat up the final 30 seconds, and opt for the final shot. Maybe they'll put up a shot with 6 or 7 seconds on the clock, at least give themselves a chance at an offensive rebound. Both student sections heckling. 10 seconds to play in the half. It's McIntyre up high. They're going to try and isolate. No, they give to Xander Taylor on the right side wing. 3 seconds left in the half. Got to put one up. Here it comes on the way, and it is no good. Tried to bank in a 3. Thought they might have tried to shoot a little bit earlier, give their guys a chance at an offensive rebound. But that is how the half ends, with a 28-21 lead for Sacred Heart. The Knights on top by 7 as we enter the halftime break. We'll take a 3-minute pause here from the gym at Jackson Christian School and return for the Eagles halftime report. We'll give you the first half stats and get you set for the second half of action, and run you over the outlook of the region tournament next week as well. Stay tuned for the Eagles halftime report. 3 minutes on WNWS.com and News Talk 101.5 FM.
Not much has changed at Old Country Auto since Lonnie Cobb took over. Nope, looks like they've got a larger selection now. Yep, they still have friendly folks to help you. Yep, it's the same laid-back atmosphere people expect from Old Country Auto. Yep, check out that family looking at that SUV. Yep, think they can buy? Nope. Well, they did and got a great deal, too. Yep, Lonnie Cobb's Old Country Auto sells Airways and 45 Bypass in Jackson or online at oldcountryauto.com.
With 17 years experience, Tim Armstrong and his team at Reliable Lawn Care and Landscape are just what you need for weed control and fertilization for turf and landscape beds, as well as pest control and fungus on trees and shrubs. Let them design the perfect landscape for you, as well as irrigation work, hardscape installation, and low-voltage landscape lighting installation. They do it all at Reliable Lawn Care and Landscape, 234-0823, Tennessee Charter number 5398.
If your insurance policy is coming up for renewal, don't just send in a check. Do yourself a favor and contact Shanna Tabor at Farmers Insurance. Shanna helps customers like you identify the coverage that best fits your needs. This process is straightforward and personalized to help make you smarter about your insurance. Shanna has the tools and knowledge to help you better understand your coverage options, whether that's auto, home, life, or business insurance.
And I may save you hundreds of dollars. Hello, this is Shanna Tabor, your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by my office on University Parkway next to the post office for a free quote or find me at stabor@farmersagent.com.
Leave the termites dead. Make sure the ants won't spread. Have no fear, we got your back.
You're the best, Mac.
Mac, the bug stops here.
Whether it be bugs, termites, or moisture issues, Mac Pest Control has you covered.
Russ McKelvey with Mac Pest Control, servicing Jackson, Memphis, and Greater West Tennessee. Have you been experiencing issues with mold, fungus, or moisture in your crawl space? Give us a shout at MacPestControl.com and we'll line you up for a free inspection. Congratulations, sold your house. Now it's time to move. Go! Leave the heavy lifting to us. A Affordable Moving and Storage. We specialize in local and long distance moving. A Affordable Moving and Storage comes complete with packing services. Any size move, big or small. A Affordable Moving and Storage. For free estimates, call 731-664-5777. Call 731-664-5777. A Affordable Moving and Storage. 731-664-5777. A Affordable Moving and Storage. Trusted movers since 1996.
The University School of Jackson provides students with a place to learn and grow from infancy to graduation day. Educational opportunities begin in the classroom but continue on the stage, athletic fields, and across the community. For the past 50 years, USJ has developed athletes, scholars, and artists. USJ is committed to preparing tomorrow's torchbearers for college and life beyond it. We'd like to invite you to take a closer look at our school and see if your future can start here. Call us to set up your private behind-the-scenes tour.
News Talk 101.5 FM, the home of Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football.
Welcome back inside the gym at Jackson Christian School. Andrew Chapman on hand on a Thursday night. Thanks for tuning us in on WNWS.com and News Talk 101.5 FM. Is that time for the Eagles halftime report. And at the half, Sacred Heart on top by 7, 28-21. This game still very much in striking distance for Jackson Christian, who's being led early on by Aaron Smith with 5 points, Aiden Shaw with 6 as well. Dylan Arnold with 4 of his own. Will Sisko with a couple. Cameron Manners with 2 points also. No one really taking the charge tonight. I should say, in terms of offensive output. But for Smith and Shaw, they're the ones leading the way in scoring. The story, though, for Sacred Heart, that has been Dalton McIntyre on the offensive end. He had 15 first-half points. Trey Truell, who put up 25 on Jackson Christian the last time these two sides squared off out at Sacred Heart, has just 2 points and 1 foul. He's been a little bit of a non-factor in this game, and his minutes have been limited in the first half. But Dalton McIntyre has stepped up in a big way and led Sacred Heart to their 28 points, scoring 15 of them for the Knights. On the final night of the regular season, we would, of course, like to thank our great sponsors of Jackson Christian Basketball who have made it possible to bring you the Eagles on the radio, online all season long. Our sponsors of tonight's broadcast include House of Hair Salon, King Jewelers, Toyo's Clinic, Lonnie Cobb's Old Country Auto, McDonald's, Sonic, Reliable Lawn Care and Landscaping, Mitchell's Body Shop, Jackson State Community College, Mac Pest Control, Allegra, marketing, print, and mail. Sarah of Jackson, Lifeline Voice Data. Kaufman's, furniture, appliance, bedding, and outdoor. And Roberts Jewelers. Thank you to all of our great sponsors who have made it possible to bring you the game this season for the Jackson Christian Eagles. Kyle Teichman bringing his group through an extended halftime speech. Jackson Christian not yet out on the floor. Sacred Heart out there getting their warm-up shots in before the final 16 minutes. Spoke to Kyle Teichman this morning, and he said it's going to be tough to see all of the seniors go after this season. Jackson Christian going to say goodbye to all the seniors, 8 of them on this year's roster. And it's going to be a younger team next year, but Jackson Christian still the chance to take on the region tournament next week. Action in that beginning Monday. Still trying to figure out some of the final scheduling. But if you do want to keep track with all of the TSSAA tournament scheduling, you can check them out on TSSAA.org or also on WNWS.com, where we will have updated tournament scheduling as we carry into the regionals next week. This has been the Eagles halftime report. We'll step aside for another 3 minutes and then rejoin you from the gym and set the stage for the second half, give you the starting 5 for the third quarter. The score after one half, 28-21, Sacred Heart on top. The Knights trying to sweep the season series over the Eagles. We'll see if they can get it done when we return on News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
Contractors in the Jackson area have long recognized Thompson & Smith professional risk management team on Carriage House Drive as Jackson's best source for insurance and bonds. As the insurance marketplace for the construction industry continues to evolve, you need experienced bond and insurance agents on your side to advise you to solve problems. For bonds, general liability, auto, workers' compensation, builder's risk, call 664-4750, Thompson & Smith, your source for insurance and bonds.
If you're ever involved in an automobile accident, the last thing you need to worry about is what to do next. It's simple. Call Precision Auto Body at 783-0075, and they can handle the rest for you. With rental cars on site, they can have you back on the road with no delay. They repair all makes and models, both foreign and domestic. No need for you to run to a franchise or dealer where you're just another number. At Precision Auto Body, you're known by your name and your concerns about your vehicle. They've been in the same location between Milan and Medina for 20 years, with adding a second high-quality location in Dyersburg in 2014. They have all certified technicians and continuous education, so they can repair your vehicle to factory conditions. Remember, you own your vehicle. You own your insurance. You own the right to tell your insurance company that you want Precision Auto Body to repair your vehicle. So don't be just another number, and don't be steered in the wrong direction. Call Precision Auto Body, 783-0075.
Sakura set the standard in West Tennessee for Japanese sushi rolls and hibachi grilled dishes. By popular demand, Sakura added a Chinese menu. For starters, egg drop and hot and sour soup. Entrees include chicken broccoli, sweet and sour chicken, Mongolian beef, and lo mein with your choice of meat. Our Chinese lunch menu starts at just $7.95. Sakura also delivers to your home or business, or you can call ahead for pickup at 664-2878. Sakura's dining area now open and serving at 50% capacity. Sakura on Carriage House Drive. Have you been looking over and over online in search of that perfect engagement ring or that special piece of jewelry that you can envision in your head but just can't seem to find? Well, come let RJ Case Custom Design Studio, located inside Roberts Jewelers, bring your very own design to life. Come book your one-of-a-kind jewelry creation experience with RJ Case's head designer, Chris, by visiting Roberts Jewelers right away. If you can dream it, RJ Case can design it. RJ Case, located inside Roberts Jewelers, Van Drive, Jackson.
This is Jessica with today's Business Q&A. Are you ready? Question. How can you do 3 things at once? Answer. By working with Allegra Design Print Mail, where you can get marketing, print, and mailing expertise all with one phone call. Allegra Design Print Mail is Jackson's one-stop resource for small and mid-sized organizations looking to grow. Visit our website at allegrajackson.com, call us at 664-1676, or stop by at 1029 Old Hickory Boulevard. Allegra is your single source for design, printing, signs, promotional products, and so much more.
When you need to know.
I know. Yeah, I know.
There's only one place to go.
Yeah, I know. I do. I do too.
Get in the know.
It's what I need to know.
Information you need to know on News Talk 101.5 FM.
Second half underway from Jackson Christian School. Andrew Chapman back with you inside the gym. And in the opening possession for Sacred Heart, they hit a corner three. That is buried by Kendrick Beard, who has 7 now for the Knights. Manners from the elbow gives to Shaw back up high. Guarded closely by McIntyre. Feed left side of the lane, broken up by Kale. Picked up by Cisco, though. And he gives to Smith, back up high with Manners. And Cameron, the center, out of his spot, will give to Smith. Lead to Manners, left-handed layup. It was nearly uncontested, and he missed it. And the rebound grabbed by Trey Truel. McIntyre pushing the floor, goes to the baseline, got fouled. It's foul on the floor, no shot. McIntyre has been the MVP tonight for Sacred Heart, 15 first-half points. Aiden Shaw, the freshman, who had a technical foul in the first half, picks up his second personal. And a baseline inbound incoming goes to Truel. Back up high with Javion Greer. McIntyre faked the shot. Back with Greer, top of the key, eyeing down Dylan Arnold. And he'll step back, reorganize the offense. And showing on the right wing, Kendrick Beard receives a pass. McIntyre swings around in between the circles, guarded by Smith. Trey Truel on the left wing, double teamed. Feed along the block, along the baseline. Greer uncontested with Cisco behind him, scores. The double team opened up Kendrick Beard under the hoop. (33-21) lead, 12 points, the largest advantage tonight for Sacred Heart. Cisco from three-point land. Wow, he airballed it. Wide open from the left wing, a little too strong. Kick to the corner. McIntyre along the baseline. Comes shoulder to shoulder with Shaw. Spinning, floating, and scoring. That is Javion Greer, who now has 6. And out of the halftime break, it's a 7-0 run for Sacred Heart. Jackson Christian has to try and stop the bleeding here before this gets out of hand. Shaw, guarded by McIntyre, tried to turn around, lead Dylan Arnold along the baseline. Loose ball collected by Cisco. Crossover dribble. There's a little shimmy step, and the layup was missed. Stolen away by Cisco, and he's unable to put it in. A lot of missed chances for Jackson Christian from the corner. Sacred Heart can't rattle home a 3. That would have gotten the student section here for Sacred Heart in a frenzy. Cisco, double teamed underneath the hoop, elevates anyways, is fouled. Can't cash in, but will go to the line for 2 shots. The foul, we'll see who it's against. It's against 22. Dalton McIntyre picks up the personal, his first. With 4:39 to play, the shot up for Will, and it's good. So that'll put an end to the 7-0 run. Will Cisco with 3 points. Leading scorer still Aiden Shaw. Nobody's put up big numbers in the score department tonight for the Eagles. Cisco clanks it off the front side of the rim. Walker Ray collected the rebound, but then traveled as he tried to dish it back up high. (35-22). And along the right side of the lane, contact, a foul. Greer hit the floor. Ball hung on the rim for the moment, wouldn't give him the friendly bounce. Foul on the Eagles, see who it's on. Dylan Arnold. The senior picks up his first personal. Second team foul of the half for Jackson Christian, and Greer to the line for 2. His first shot on the way. And it is perfect. Greer now with 7. Greer trying to go 2 for 2 from the line, and he does. So 8 points for Greer. McIntyre scoreless in the second half, still the leader with 15, and he shadows Shaw in the backcourt. Brings it across the timeline, and Shaw, trying to stop his momentum and spin at the same time, stuttered his feet and commits the travel. So back-to-back traveling violations on consecutive possessions for the Eagles. McIntyre from the corner, can't connect. And elevating and rising for the rebound, Austin Bell, the big man newly subbed on. And Bell along the block, backs down Cisco, kicks back up high to Truel. Cross-court pass to McIntyre, quickly cuts towards the hoop, floats it up with the left hand, misses. Did a good job to create some space, had a good look at the hoop and just missed it. Cisco spins, gives to the left side wing. Arnold in the painted area. Euro steps his way past Beard and kisses it off the glass. So Dylan Arnold gives Jackson Christian their first field goal of the half. Timeout on the floor, 30 seconds. Let's take a break as well on WNWS.com.
Did you know there are more than 60 ways to reach customers today? We know it can be overwhelming trying to understand all of these options, let alone choosing the right strategies that deliver results. Take a deep breath. Help is available from Allegra Design, Print, and Mail in Jackson. Contact us today and we'll share with you tested and proven methods used by thousands of small businesses like yours to deliver satisfied customers and increase sales. Conveniently located at 1029 Old Hickory Boulevard, or visit us online at allegrajackson.com or call 664-1676.
Out of the 30-second timeout, it's Sacred Heart basketball. They lead by 13 over Jackson Christian, trying to sweep the season series against the Eagles. 37-24. And Sacred Heart ball moving from left to right across your radio dial. It's at the top of the key with the big man Austin Bell. Working against Walker Ray. Give to the right side wing. And Javion Greer will step back, reset the offense. Kick to McIntyre, coming off a screen, three-pointer, front iron, no. Offensive rebound, though, by Sacred Heart. Greer came flying in, kicks to McIntyre from straight away. He's got another, his fourth three-pointer of the night. And he's back in the score column. A team-high 18, leads all scorers this evening. And it's up to a game-high 16-point lead for Sacred Heart. They're outscoring the Eagles 12-3 in the third quarter alone, and Walker Ray just airballed a three-pointer from the left wing. Cisco steps into the key, kicks to Shaw. Shaw fakes a shot, works the baseline, goes to the cup and scores. Banked it off the glass with two hands. Aiden Shaw, good court awareness there, leads the way with 8. Kendrick Beard gives top of key. Xander Taylor steps left side of the lane, can't score. Trying to get his own offensive rebound. Last touched it out of bounds. Eagles will take over. And here's a substitute for Jackson Christian, Gage Boykin, the sophomore, in for the first time. Will Cisco will step off. Dylan Arnold working against Greer. And a foul. Javion Greer hit with his second personal foul. That's the second team foul of the half. With 2:02 to play in the third quarter, Jackson Christian trailing 40-26. Inbound pass goes to the right wing. Here's a short corner jumper from Aaron Smith, and he just airballed it. McIntyre, the dish to Xander Taylor, guarded by Shaw. Bell, methodical, gives to McIntyre. Oh, nearly stolen away. And Sacred Heart scores. Dylan Arnold hit the floor, had bodies all around him. And it's a 42-26 lead for Sacred Heart. Starting to run away with this thing in the third quarter. 1:10 to play. Jackson Christian just one field goal in the quarter. That came from Dylan Arnold. Everything else from the free throw line. Arnold working, dribbling between the legs. Goes into the key. Kicks to Boykin. Three-pointer is good. Gage Boykin, money from beyond the arc. He has been all season. And a timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout called by Kyle Teichman. Going to talk it over. Trailing by 13. We'll take it with him back in 30 seconds on WNWS.com and News Talk 101.5 FM.
The temperature may be dropping, but things are heating up at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations with the delicious new Queso Burger. Just imagine that toasty Sonic burger bun with a sizzling burger patty topped with shredded cheddar cheese, grilled onions, hatch green chilies with a zesty cheese sauce and mayo. Guaranteed to warm you up on these cool nights. The delicious Queso Burger waiting on you now at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations. Sonic truly is America's drive-in.
13-point lead for Sacred Heart, and under a minute to play in the third quarter at the gym at Jackson Christian School. The Eagles coming into tonight with a 13-12 overall record, 7-9 in district play, trying to stay above that 500 mark to close this season, but a lot of work to do. And it's Javion Greer who gets tied up with a triple team in between the circles inside the Sacred Heart front court, and a reach-in foul will be called against Dylan Arnold, his second personal, with 29.4 to play. Javion Greer gives to Xander Taylor. Taylor working on the left side wing against Aaron Smith. Back up high in between the circles with Beard. Dish to the left side block. Austin Bell spinning, posting up, and floating it home. First points tonight for Austin Bell. Half-court heave as time expires. Dylan Arnold nearly knocked it down, and that'll do it for the third quarter. On we go to the fourth. 8 minutes to go tonight, and a big 15-point lead for the Knights on the road. You're listening and watching Eagles basketball on News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com. Back in 1 minute.
Hang on. Hang on.
Danny!
Whoa, what?
Let's sell this house and buy another.
Say what?
Seriously, this was your house when we got married. We need to find our house.
Emily, mi casa es tu casa.
Your bachelor pad is my bachelor pad?
Okay, babe, look, if we're going to do this, we have to call the Greer Real Estate Group.
Oh, I like them. They really care about their clients, and they know what they're doing.
Well, Brad's hobby is construction and repair. He can help us with what we need to get our house ready for the market.
And I like Jennifer. She's kind, helpful, and handles all the paperwork.
And Jonathan Greer, he's like a son to me.
Speaking of children...
Now, wait a minute. We've got Freddie and Susie.
They're cats, Stan.
Wow, that's getting serious. I'm Brad Greer with Greer Real Estate Group. Jen, John, and the other agents at Greer Real Estate Group don't do family planning, but we do know how to help people with buying or selling a house. Give Greer Real Estate Group a call at 300-4100 and let us show you why our clients refer us to their friends.
Dan, we have to have a pool.
Oh, jeez.
Final quarter underway from Jackson Christian School. On the opening possession for the Eagles, Aiden Shaw worked the baseline, elevated to the cup, and missed a layup. Offensive rebound chance went off his fingertips and out of bounds. So back with Sacred Heart, 44-29, the Knights lead. A big 15-point cushion. And every possession going to need to count right now for Jackson Christian on the final game of the regular season, trying to maintain that 5 seed in the district. Left side of the lane, McIntyre spins against Cisco, and he's able to get the friendly roll. McIntyre with 20. The lead scorer tonight amongst both teams. Kick out to Ray. Dylan Arnold, right wing three is good. Good look for Dylan Arnold. Quick triggered. He has 9. And it's down to a 14-point game. 46-32 with an even 7 minutes to play. Xander Taylor with it on the right wing. Smith, Shaw, Boykin, Ray, and Dylan Arnold, the 5 on the floor for Kyle Teichman and the Eagles. Javion Greer going to dribble around midcourt, loop around to the right side wing, let some clock tick down, let his men motion inside the perimeter. Kick out back up high, and Greer step towards midcourt. Dylan Arnold trying to apply the pressure, force Greer to make a decision. And a timeout is called. Sacred Heart going to take a 30. We'll take it with them. 46-32. Knights on top on WNWS.com and News Talk 101.5 FM.
If you're ever involved in an automobile accident, the last thing you need to worry about is what to do next. It's simple. Call Precision Auto Body at 783-0075, and they can handle the rest for you. With rental cars on site, they can have you back on the road with no delay. They repair all makes and models, both foreign and domestic. No need for you to run to franchise or dealer where you're just another number. At Precision Auto Body, you're known by your name and your concerns about your vehicle.
6:23 to play out of the 30-second timeout for Sacred Heart. If you weren't with us earlier in the afternoon, we started off a bit early today. 4 o'clock p.m. the girls tipped off against Sacred Heart, and the Lady Eagles with a big 22-point win, 66-45. They topped Sacred Heart and split the season series against the Knights after losing to the Knights the last time by 4. Tonight the boys, though, they're in danger of getting swept by Sacred Heart if they can't overcome this 14-point deficit and even 6 minutes remaining. Long possessions for Sacred Heart, and they throw it out of bounds. Kendrick Beard tried to lean Austin Bell with a pass underneath the hoop, and it was out of his reach. 5:55 to play. And Dylan Arnold bringing it across midcourt. Gives to Will Sisko on the left side wing. Arnold swings around. Contested three. Oh, is halfway down, rattled out. Walker Ray scraps for the rebound. Goes to the hoop. Fired it off the glass too hard, and Sacred Heart is up with it. Dalton McIntyre the rebound. And Jackson Christian comes up empty on their side of the floor. Here's a step back. And Kendrick Beard will reset, give to Greer, who works over towards the far sideline. McIntyre. On the left wing, thought about a three-pointer. Instead, they swing it over to Xander Taylor. Back up high, McIntyre, and they'll give to Greer, letting the clock tick down. Under 5 minutes now. And a scoreless minute for both sides. Bounce pass was hit out of bounds by Shaw. Sacred Heart will inbound on their own baseline. Off the floor goes Xander Taylor. In comes Trey Truel. Truel, who had 25 points last time against Jackson Christian, with just 2 tonight. Inbound pass swatted out of bounds by the Eagles. Sacred Heart will hold on to it. And the pass goes into the far corner. Stolen away by Walker Ray. They tried to skip past Austin Bell. Ray picked the pocket. Up and under goes Dylan Arnold. Oh, and he just smacked his head against the concrete behind the hoop. And looks like he's all right. Made a loud thud that you could hear throughout the entire gym. Grabbed the back of his head for a moment. And well, he might have just been messing with the student section. Drew a reaction out of the Jackson Christian crowd. A little bit of laughter coming out of that student section as Arnold popped right back to his feet. And Dylan Arnold gets the bucket. So 10 points for Arnold, 1 for 1 on this trip to the free throw line, and trying to inch Jackson Christian a little closer. This would inch him within 12. Shot is up, shot is good. 11 points now leads all scorers for Jackson Christian. McIntyre with it. On the wing, puts it up, shorts a three-pointer. Dylan Arnold taps the ball to Will Sisko, who's able to gather it in and push it up towards midcourt. Oh, and it's stolen away there. Trey Truel dispossessed Sisko, and an uncontested layup for Kendrick Beard. Tough break for Jackson Christian. Needed to create the turnover. They did, and it turned into a turnover of their own. Aiden Shaw gives to Will Sisko, gets it right back and traveled. tried to stop his momentum and skidded to a halt underneath the hoop. Here's Javion Greer working against Dylan Arnold. Gives to Malachi Chavis. How is that not a travel? Malachi Chavis did what Aiden Shaw just did on the other end of the floor. Skidded to a halt. There was no whistle. Greer working to the cup, attacking the bucket and scoring. Floated it up high off the glass, and it fell perfectly for him. 10 points for Greer. And 3:30 to play, 50-34. And Dylan Arnold draws a foul, attacking the hoop. Greer slapped him on the arm. He'll go to line for two. Third foul on Greer. And Arnold makes his first. So Dylan Arnold money from the free throw line right now in the second half. Trying to go 2 for 2, cut it back to a 14-point lead, and there he is missing the shot. Will Cisco, though, with the offensive rebound, the putback plus the foul. He got it. Will Cisco, with great court awareness, was able to position himself for the rebound and has a chance at a three-point play. Dylan Arnold subs off. Danier Brooks checks onto the floor for the first time in the second half. The senior getting some minutes in his final regular season game. Will Cisco shot up. Oh, and he missed the free throw. So a 13-point cushion still for Sacred Heart, and there is a foul in the backcourt. Jackson Christian has 3 more to give before entering the penalty. So Danier Brooks fouling Greer. Far sideline inbound for McIntyre, and tosses to Greer in the backcourt. 3:15 to play. And tight defense applied by Brooks. Greer nearly lost the dribble, regathers, and gets fouled again by Brooks. 3:07 to play. And we'll see if Jackson Christian opts to just foul a couple more times, get themselves into the penalty so they can start sending Sacred Heart to the line. Danier Brooks right back on Greer, and he's gonna have to be the guinea pig when it comes to fouls right now. Danier Brooks commits his 3rd personal foul in the last 30 seconds against Javion Greer. So one more will put Jackson Christian into the penalty. Same situation, Brooks against Greer, and there's foul number 4. So Brooks with 4 right away. Sacrificial lamb. One away from fouling out, and instead of fouling out, risking that 5th, he'll sub off along with Walker Ray as well. Bring Dylan Arnold back onto the floor, Peyton Tinsley as well. So 7 team fouls now for the Eagles, and Greer will shoot a 1-and-1. If Sacred Heart wants to win it, they'll have to win it at the free throw line. And the shot is missed. Peyton Tinsley, the rebound. Strategy successful, at least so far for the Eagles. Aiden Shaw in the corner. Dribbles to the baseline and a shove. Aiden Shaw stuck the forearm out against McIntyre to create some space and open up a lane. Instead, that's his 3rd personal. And it's the 8th team foul, of course, now in the penalty. So it'll send Sacred Heart to the... Oh, actually, no, offensive foul. So instead, Sacred Heart will get to inbound. No free throws upcoming with 2:45 to play. And a 50-37 lead for the Knights. Spinning Greer, and he gets hacked from behind. Walker Ray hit his head on the floor, and I think that's Danier Brooks who just committed his 5th foul. And he's done. Well, I can tell you what, we don't keep all the records up here in the booth, but I can tell you one that Danier Brooks just set, and that's the fastest foul out this season. Danier Brooks only took about a minute and a half for him to commit all 5 fouls and be out of this game. Free throw missed. Greer 0 for his last 2 from the stripe, and we'll try and round it out here, go 50%. Walker Ray subs off. Peyton Tinsley back out onto the floor. And here comes the second for Greer on the way. It is good. Swirls in. So Greer with 11. And a foul in the backcourt will give Sacred Heart their 6th. It's a 14-point lead. Pass was stolen at midcourt by Trey Trull. He immediately got fouled and will go to the line for a 1-and-1 with 2:15 on the clock. First one up for Trull, and it rolls off the rim, no good. 10 team fouls now for Jackson Christian, too, by the way, so not a 1-and-1 situation anymore. Now the double bonus for Sacred Heart, and Trull goes 1 for 2. Just 3 points for Trey Trull, a bucket and a free throw. Shaw sprinting up the floor, sidesteps his way to the hoop, gets fouled, count the bucket. Aiden Shaw now with 10. The freshman right back in double digits. Walker Ray subs on, Peyton Tinsley off, and Smith rather make it Shaw. The chance at a 3-point play with 2:06 on the clock. Trying to cut it to 12. And money. 11 points for Shaw. Greer will bring it up the floor. Work against Dylan Arnold. Weaves past Arnold, goes to the hoop, misses the layup. Walker Ray aggressively collects. Jackson Christian could cut it to single digits now. 52-40. 3-pointer from Arnold is good. Pull up, why not try it? 15 points for Dylan Arnold. A timeout on the floor. Jackson Christian within 9. 52-43. It's a full timeout on the floor. A minute pause on our end as well. You're listening and watching to Eagles basketball on News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Cherokee of Jackson is opening America and West Tennessee with great deals. Get huge off your favorite Kias. Absolutely nobody beats a Sarah deal. New Sorrento up to $8,400 off for $357 a month. Forte and Optima up to $73.98 off for as little as $246 a month. We'll beat any dealer's advertised price. Sportage and Soul up to $5,000 off for just $255 a month. Opening America and Sarah Kia of Jackson. One destination, so many choices. Leave the termites dead. Make sure the ants won't spread. Have no fear, we got your back.
You're the best, Mac.
Mac, the bug stops here.
Whether it be bugs, termites, or moisture issues, Mac Pest Control has you covered.
Russ McKelvey with Mac Pest Control, servicing Jackson, Memphis, and Greater West Tennessee. Have you been experiencing issues with mold, fungus, or moisture in your crawl space? Give us a shout at MacPestControl.com and we'll line you up for a free inspection.
Out of the full timeout, Sacred Heart brought the ball into the front court. Knocked off about 10-15 seconds with 1:18 to play. They got fouled, and Kendrick Beard will head to the line for 2 shots. That's the 11th team foul for Jackson Christian. Now in the double bonus, we stop counting at 10. And here comes the first shot for Beard. It is good. Dylan Arnold, prior to the full timeout, hitting a 3-pointer, a contested 3 from the right wing, which for the first time in the second half has brought Jackson Christian within single digits. It's now back up to a 10-point lead, make it 11, as Beard goes 2 for 2 from the stripe, and he has 11 on the night. Aiden Shaw in the backcourt, brings it across the timeline. Swing pass, cross perimeter, goes to Aaron Smith, who's been quiet tonight offensively. Here he goes with a 3. It's short off the rim. Dylan Arnold collides with Jake Kale. And Arnold picks up his third. Kale will shoot 2. And with 1:02 on the clock, if Kale hits 2 here and ups it to 12, that may ice it. And his first is no good. Still in a spot right now for Jackson Christian where if Kale can miss this free throw, really a 1-for-2 trip to the line now. If he can still hit a quick 3 or a bucket, commit the foul and hope that Sacred Heart misses some shots from the line, then he could be in decent shape. But Kale hits his second. He goes 1-for-2, his only point tonight. And Dylan Arnold, top of the key with 50 seconds on the clock, shoots from straight away, and he got another one. Money for Dylan Arnold. He's hit 3 in a row from beyond the arc and leads the way with 18. And a stoppage as there's a foul at midcourt. Javion Greer tied up with Dylan Arnold, and we'll send him back to the line. That's the exact thing you wanted for Jackson Christian. Now you just got to see if Sacred Heart can lock in and hit the free throws. That's what this game will come down to. And the first one swirls out. So Kale missed one. Greer's missed one. Got to try and keep Dylan Arnold in this game, though, now. He has 4 personal fouls, can't commit another one. And a 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here in the gym with you with 43.7 to go on the clock. Kyle Teichman talking things over with his group. Up to a 10-point lead. Jackson Christian going to need another quick bucket and continue the trend right now. Bucket foul, bucket foul. And see if you can just try and get Sacred Heart to miss some free throws. 7 team fouls the total for Sacred Heart. So any foul on their end would put Jackson Christian to the line. Coming out of the timeout, Ray, Arnold, Smith, Shaw, and Cisco, the 5 on the floor. Kale, McIntyre, Truel, Greer, and Beard, the 5 on the floor for Sacred Heart. 40 seconds to play. And Aiden Shaw draws a double team at midcourt. Gives to Aaron Smith on the wing. Will Cisco works baseline. Kicks to the corner. Walker Ray finds Dylan Arnold. Step back 3 from the wing. It is good. Dylan Arnold gets another one. And he cannot miss from long range. Dylan Arnold with 21 points. And a timeout on the floor. Let's take a 30-second pause this time around on WNWS and News Talk 101.5 FM.
For all those sweet tooths out there, McDonald's proudly presents their new bakery sweets, including the icy glazed cinnamon roll, the blueberry muffin busting with flavor, and the delicious flaky apple fritter. They're all here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, guaranteed to hit the spot. Enjoy them now, West Tennessee, at all Jackson locations, Bells, Brownsville, Medina, and Humboldt. McDonald's is loving high school academics and athletics.
.1 on the clock. Dylan Arnold has hit 3 straight three-pointers to keep Jackson Christian fighting. 56-49. They trail by 7, and they're going to pressure with the backcourt press. Cooper Cantrell now in this game, and Cantrell just fouled Trey Truel. He shoved Kendrick Beard to the floor. And we'll send Beard to the line. No time ticking off the clock. They didn't even inbound the ball. Cantrell just shoved him. And here comes 2 shots for Kendrick Beard, who has 11. Cooper Cantrell commits his first personal of the game. And each of the last 2 shooters that have gone to line for Sacred Heart have missed at least 1 free throw. They've each gone 1 for 2. Beard, money on his first. Cisco, Dylan Arnold sub back on. Cantrell, Tinsley off the floor. Beard to make it a 9-point game. Eyes down the hoop, throws it up, and hits it off the back iron, and it's good. 25 seconds to play. Shaw spinning off pressure, pulls up from straight away, can't get the bank three. Aaron Smith, the offensive rebound. 18 seconds on the clock. Shaw to Arnold. Step back three, hand in his face. He gets it to roll out, no good, and a tie-up on the baseline. That's going to do it tonight. 9.8 to go, and a 9-point lead for Sacred Heart. Kendrick Beard going to head right back to the stripe. Will Cisco commits the foul, his first. And the first one up for Beard, no good. Beard goes 1 for 2. 12 points now for Kendrick. And with 5 seconds left in this game, Dylan Arnold dribbles into the front court, drives to the hoop, a scoop layup, off the glass, and it falls. 0.9 on the clock, and Kyle Teichman will call a timeout and talk it over with his group. Another full timeout on the floor, 30-second pause for us on News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Santa left your perfect gift at the North Pole. Your most liked registered a whopping 17 likes. Does it sound like we read your Facebook post? We did. Fortunately, we can make it all better at King Jewelers. We still have all sorts of beautiful jewelry, specially priced at King Jewelers, with breathtaking diamonds and engagement rings at wonderful prices. King Jewelers is locally owned. Grover King has over 35 years experience as a certified jeweler. We do all kinds of jewelry, watch repair, and custom design. 16B Conrad Drive in Jackson. King Jewelers, your Valentine gift headquarters. Online at KingJewelersJackson.com and on Facebook.
For more than 50 years, Jackson State Community College has helped West Tennessee students prepare for success. Now more than ever, Jackson State is here to help our students navigate the challenging times in front of us. We don't know what the future holds, but we know that Jackson State will be here to support our students in the communities of West Tennessee. Visit the COVID-19 page at jscc.edu/COVID for the latest updates and the resources you need to be successful. Jackson State, invested in your success.
Well, they didn't take the full length of the full timeout, and the game is over as we rejoin you from Jackson Christian School. Didn't even get a look at the final score. They immediately cleared the scoreboard. Have to double back and lock in what the final score was. Looked down at my roster, looked up. They already cleared it. So just know that Sacred Heart won tonight. Jackson Christian finishes the season at 13-13. Kyle Teichman and the crew quickly walk off the floor. Some of the final totals tonight for you. Dylan Arnold, what a night it was for him. He winds up as the leading scorer amongst all players tonight with 23. Helped lead the Eagles down the stretch in a near comeback. Aiden Shaw with 11 for the freshman. 5 for Will Cisco tonight. 2 points for Cameron Manners. And 5 for Aaron Smith. All of his points coming in the first half. Dylan McIntyre with 20. On the side of Sacred Heart in this game, Javion Greer with 11. 11 points also for Kendrick Beard, and Malachi Chavis contributing 3, along with Trey Truel, who wasn't a big offensive factor tonight and had some minutes limited, but Dalton McIntyre, the ultimate scorer tonight for Sacred Heart. Thanks so much for tuning us in tonight from Jackson Christian School on short notice. Adjusted the schedule. Icy weather this morning, but glad we were able to get some basketball in and end the regular season for the JCS Eagles. Regional tournament coming up next week. We will have coverage of both the girls and the boys for Jackson Christian as the seeds and the schedules are locked in. We do not have that information available to you exactly right now at this moment, but we will keep you updated on it as the weekend progresses on WNWS.com. You can also follow TSSAA.org for all of the tournament bracket and scheduling as we go into the postseason next week. Thanks so much for tuning us in tonight. A special thanks to the guy to my right-hand side, Paul Scholze, running the production for Worthy Road Studios, running a great video broadcast, and our guy back in studio on the radio side, Cam, the radio man, shouts to you as always. Running the board, running the ads, bringing us back and forth. We appreciate your hard work tonight adjusting your schedule on a Thursday evening. And to you, the viewers, the biggest of thank yous to you. It's been a pleasure to bring you Jackson Christian basketball online and on the radio all season long. My first year calling high school basketball in the Tennessee area. You've all been incredibly complimentary of our product. We appreciate it so much, and we're glad to bring you a little Jackson Christian basketball to your home each week. We know some of you can't make the trips, can't make it inside the gyms with everything going on in the world. It's our pleasure to bring you basketball week in and week out. Stay tuned to WNWS.com and online as well for all updates this weekend regarding tournament times, games, and locations. Until then, I'm Andrew Chapman. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday evening. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you very soon as the postseason kicks off. So long from Jackson Christian School.